1, and we should be going.
Well, welcome back to the 4th session of our Fabula Ultima campaign set in the fantasy world of Midgahheim, known as No Small Feat. I am your GM, TT, and I am ready to have a spooky, scary time in the haunted mansion of the Haunted Widower. When last we left our friends, they encountered Sir George Garston I, somewhat famous dragon slayer of renown, which was kind of terrifying for poor Scrunt, who being a dragon. But he seemed an affable fellow, and he helped them get to Peralt safely after they were chased by a horrifying, ravening beast. Once in the town of Peralt, they did some light shopping, and then they got to brass tacks and went to business and investigated the house and manor of... Baron von Hubert, Baron Cobalt von Hubert. Why did I blank on the name of the main character of this arc? Baron Cobalt von Hubert. Once there, they found that the Baron was a somewhat ridiculously weepy man. In no small part on account of the fact that the 12 wives he's had in the past 15 years have all died of mysterious illnesses that doctors, and there are very good doctors in the town of Peralt, could not explain. His current bride-to-be, Leonie Imbecile, the nice if loud girl from Session 1, seems pretty optimistic about her survival chances because she seems to have figured out the source of the Baron's problem, which is that his mansion is haunted by a spooky ghost. It should also be noted that an important bit of backstory for the town of Peralt is that it was founded by a man who claimed to be Death's godson and had a special shot glass given to him by his godfather that could help him determine whether or not a person could be saved, and if so, allowed him to save that person using healing magic. And so our heroes have agreed to stay the night in the Baron's spooky haunted manor and try and find out what's the deal with this ghost. Well, most of our heroes have. One of our heroes got a little spooked by the whole Dragon Slayer and kind of split from the party without them noticing until he had long gone. Scrunt.
You.
As everyone else is having their conversation with the weepy-ass Baron, you are still in the city, hiding in the alleyways, wearing the little costume they got you, the little human clothes that have been tailored to fit your lizard body.
Mm-hmm.
Your fancy little Jawa.
My fancy little cloak that's hiding my face.
You see people passing by in the city streets in the light. And what's your thought as you're observing these humans in their natural habitat?
There's a whole lot of skin going on here.
Oh, tell me about it. You hear from behind you.
What?
And you look and you see a tall figure in dark robes lurking in the shadows of the alley. Kind of disgusting, isn't it? All the smells.
Yeah, they really need a bath. Because, like, you can smell them from here, and it's just like, come on, man. Come on. There are these soaps you can use.
Well, it's the oils in their skin.
Yeah, true.
And
That
these
shopkeeper, especially.
buildings all made out of stone and brick and slaughtered wood. Isn't it wretched?
50-50. It's one of those not the best, like there's so many structural issues, and to prove his point, he's just going to hit his fist on one of the walls of the alley.
Yeah, you punch a stone brick or tap it.
I was thinking more like, when you like take the edge of your hand and just like curl it up and smack it like that.
Yeah, okay, I see it.
Yeah. It's one of those. It just feels garish.
Yes, very much so. What I really hate is all those little cultivated and curated little bits of greenery they have here. All these little tasteful, tiny, shorn trees kept on sidewalks. These pet shrubs.
Yeah, it's just like, where's the heart? It's just so.
There's the savagery, the wilderness.
And yet, all they have here are some twigs.
Yes, it's revolting. And yet here you are, far out of your wild home and wearing their clothes. What a strange little situation you're in.
Yeah. Changing voice because throat's starting to hurt. Yeah, I'm just following these groups. This weird group. They seem fun.
Where are they now?
Huh. Oh shit. I lost the group. God, I hope someone's feeding Mont Blanc.
Mont Blanc?
Yeah, some guy who wants to make a sort of journal with various creatures.
Oh, I see. Is he a fragile fellow from the sounds of it?
Not really.
No?
Yeah. He didn't run away when there were wolves, so point to him.
Growing tough from his travels, someone supposes.
Indeed. Indeed.
And the rest of this merry band of yours?
That's one is a minotaur.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know of the ravenous beast that's lurking around? Kind of looks like a big ass wolf.
I've heard tales, yes.
It's a horrible thing. His shield and him managed to take a bite from it.
Hmm?
So
Quite a powerful minotaur indeed. The tales of their strength were clearly no exaggeration.
let's see. There's this weird feline, scraggly, supposed prince.
Sorry, I just thought of something funny.
Yeah, he does look pretty funny.
She's getting her closet to the party one by one.
Is that all?
There's this human who has a cat? I don't know. Then again, I'm not the most familiar with cats. For all I could know, that four-legged thing right there, and he points to a pig that's walking in the street. Could
Oh,
be
that's a
cat.
man, dear. That's a man.
Oh. All right, some sort of enforcer of the law.
Now, are those four your only companions? I could have sworn I saw you enter with a fifth. Tall, gallant fellow with spiked armor.
I do not want to be associated with that
Oh, of course.
horrible.
Of course.
Sorry, this is a character. Sorry, my words are like not the best right now.
You're fine.
Okay, cool.
You have
Anyway.
in-character reasons to be stressed.
But yes, horrible savage. Talked about looking at the corpse of one of my kit species. and then talked about going to slay something he called a Paluda.
Yes. Do you know what a Paluda is? One of your kith and kin.
Yes, another dragon of sorts.
Yes. Of your variety. What the humans call a lesser drake. 4 legs, no wings.
Mhm.
Tell me, dear Scrant, was it worrying when you saw this Dragon Slayer? And be sure, he is no mere Dragon Slayer, but the Dragon Slayer. Tales will be told of him long after he is dead.
Oh yes, horribly so. It's just like I want to get away from him as soon as possible.
Would you like to not be noticed by this man?
Yes, 100%.
Then I have something for you, my dear friend. And she reaches into a pouch on her side and pulls out an iron amulet with a big chunk of topaz in its centerpiece.
Okay, okay.
Wear this, and the Dragon Slayer will see you as a man like any other. He will not be able to smell the dragon on you, to see it. Every clue to your existence will appear to him as innocuous as human footprints in the dirt.
Well, this may come to bite me in the butt. I'll take it, please.
Oh, no, not at all. I have only one price.
Yes.
This Mont Blanc fellow. I worry about him. I think I saw him and the rest of this group heading to that Baron's place, the Cobalt von Hubert Manor.
Okay, okay.
It's in that direction. I would hurry to him as fast as you can and keep an eye on him. His journeys are going to take him far, and he will need the help that you can provide.
Very well. As exchange for this locket, I shall.
Very good, Scrant. Very good. Well, these old bones need to get going. Lots to do, lots to do.
Have a good day. Oh, should I tell Scrunt you wanted me to look after him, Miss?
Oh, he knows.
Grunt shrugs and just nods. Okay.
He doesn't know worth a damn.
Scrunt's just like, fuck it.
All right. All right, Scrump. Do you travel to the Von Hubert Manor?
I want to make one stop first.
Sure.
Once. Hold on, I want to check something real quick. The loot book. Warlock Wally was the guy the group was managing to convince down of the prices, right?
No, that was a slip of the tongue on my part. It was the unnamed sorcerer who runs the magic shop.
Okay, I'm going to the unnamed sorcerer's magic shop.
All right. He has a name in canon. I just didn't give him one because he's not important.
He also does not have a face.
Hello and welcome to my magic shop. How are you? Did we meet the last time? I feel like we did.
I don't think so.
All right, well, fuck it.
Yeah, I think This is out of character. I think Scrunt was with Bright Eyes when the rest of the group
That's
was...
right. You're correct. That is what actually happened.
Okay. Cool, I'm not crazy. Not
No,
crazy
you're
yet.
not crazy at all. I'm becoming Don Knotts. Oh!
I'm trying to ink one of your fucking pictures, and that made me laugh so hard that it's just a black line streaked across.
As someone else who's inking your pictures too, god damn it, Will.
Oh, this fucking orc got
Okay.
fucked up.
All right, so what do you want from my magic shot? I'm Don Knotts now.
Just go with it. It's beautiful.
Don Knotts is the other guy who works this magic shop, I guess. So what do you want, sir?
Could I have that plague doctor jacket, please?
Yeah, sure. You got 600 gold?
Would you give it to me for 100 and some dragon scales?
At first, I thought that was really dumb, but dragon scales could be really useful. Okay.
Alright, Scrunt is going to go scratch himself under his cloak and just gather up a handful of scales.
Wait, you're gonna rip your own skin off?
Yes, he is.
All right, you lose 10 HP.
Worth it.
Oh, all right, here you... Oh, God. Ugh. Gonna have to clean these. On the plus side, dragon blood, very useful. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't know that came from your body and not think about killing you and taking the rest. Have a good day!
You too.
It's a very concerning thing to hear an NPC say.
Don't worry about it. Like I said, he's not important.
Or is he? How do I subtract the HP on this sheet, by the way?
Let me...
It's under current HP, Shady. So if you look at your HP and go to the right, there's a current column.
And then you just press, you can press down, or you can type it in.
I see it. 36. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And then
Damn it.
Scrunt's going to go on his way.
All right. It's late afternoon, like a couple hours from dark, when you arrive at the Von Hubert Manor. The lights are on. How are you going to try to get in here?
Okay, so he's going to grab a rock off the road. He's going to look intently at one of the windows.
You weren't even here for that. I gotta show you what you see at the
Yes,
Von
you
Hubert
do.
Manor. I gotta show you what you see.
Oh my god, no! I don't.
I gotta show you. So when you're standing out front there, and this is we're just gonna get to the map, even though it has a couple things on it that might be a little. Don't worry about it. Here's what you see in Von Hubert Manor. Outside, there is a statue. There is a statue of an idealized version of Baron Cobalt von Hubert, whose body is 7 heads wide. Just ridiculously over-muscled, sitting atop a horse that's also kind of fucked up the more you look at it. The whole thing, it screams, one, that the person who commissioned this statue of himself is extremely vain, and 2, that the artist who made this statue is either really bad or having a really good laugh at the expense of this rich fuck.
Okay, TT, I apologize in advance for this, but when I saw the mine chops, I thought this was another you self-insert again.
I do like me some mutton chops, and I do have me some mutton chops. But if Baron Cobalt von Hubert is a self-insert, he's a very self-deprecating one.
Listen, after Goth Ladriel, can never be sure.
It's true. It's true. You'll never know when I'll strike again.
Okay. God, that lady wasn't kidding about this being tacky.
Okay, you were doing what now?
All right, so
God.
grab the rock, looking at the window, lining it up, making like he was going to toss it, and then goes up to the door and uses it to knock on it. Bang, bang, bang!
All right, a character who I realize you have never actually met in person opens the door. She is a stout woman, on the kind of short side as women go. Not super short, just kind of short. Real stoutly built, and just with a very large presence despite her height. Like there's just an energy that she has. She's like, oh, well, I didn't expect that. She says as she looks at a dragon in cloves.
Yes, I'm here for the group that came in earlier.
Yeah, okay. Hi, Leonie and Bessel, and she offers her hand for you to shake.
Scrun shakes it. Scrun.
Come inside of it. We were just having dinner, so.
Most excellent. Most excellent.
All right. She welcomes you inside, and there's a humble but sweet home cooked meal with some turkey on the table. Your friends are there, and despite literally just meeting you, Leonie is immediately making sure that you are well served and asking you if the food is to your liking, being that you don't have a human palate.
Scrun. You know how when the waiter comes to your table when you're eating and you're just like shoving it in your cheeks like a goddamn chipmunk?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Every time it comes over to my table, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just imagining that, but reptile version.
I will say this:
Just like thumbs up.
the food is well cooked, but to your dragon senses, it's extremely rare. There's hardly any charring at all. Where's the blackened bits?
Where is the love?
Shit, did I not do this right?
Oh shit, that was out loud. No, you're fine. You're fine.
So, your friends have agreed to help me with a little problem. This house is fucking haunted. There's like a ghost, and I figured we could, sort of work together as a team and kick its ass, and then I could marry this rich guy and take all his money.
Works for me. Especially since he does not have good taste in artistry.
And I don't know about that. The portrait artist he got me he's gonna. And she like makes an hourglass motion. I mean, like just like.
Yeah. You know, that's kind of the opposite of the statue out front.
Yeah, and they're gonna just decrease the middle, increase up top and below. It's gonna be great.
It would be a shame if that picture had something unfortunate to happen to it. Like maybe you're just walking by it and all of a sudden you spill wine or something. No one will know. It wasn't intentional.
Oh, you mean the Baron's portrait? Okay. I thought you were talking about her own portrait.
Oh, that's what I was referring to. If she didn't like it, just
Oh no, she
spill
wants.
wine on it.
She wants that.
Oh,
Like for a
okay.
second,
Then
it sounded like you were extorting her for like an insurance scam.
So your name is
Scrunt.
Dragons have... Okay. What?
Scrunt.
Scrunt.
Grunt. Okay.
Correct.
Yep. Is that like a normal dragon name? Is that a racist question to ask?
It's normal enough.
All right, fair enough. Well, you're welcome to sleep in the guest chambers. They kind of suck. I mean, they're servants' quarters. We don't actually have the guest rooms open because of reasons. I looked in one of them and it was filled with suits of armor. It was weird.
Thank you kindly, ma'am.
All right. Well, you guys let me know if you need anything. I am. How do you do that thing where you click on something and it makes a pingy?
Oh, you just hold it down.
I'm in this room, so if you need anything, just knock on that door. And don't knock on that door. That is where the Baron sleeps, and I'm going to be honest, I don't know how he's going to react to a dragon in his house. He's kind of, if he was a woman, they'd say he has hysteria.
Yeah, to be honest, I think he's just gonna cry.
He cries all the time.
Yeah, I get the feeling.
Well, maybe he'll faint.
That would
Yeah,
be
he does that a
fun.
lot too. He literally has a fainting couch in his room,
Oh my
which
god.
I've only seen once, thankfully. But yeah.
Bright Eyes has a new goal, which is to make this man faint.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Do you guys got any role playing you want to do before we get into the shit?
I cannot contain my literal excitement at seeing a ghost.
Hey, welcome back, Scrunt. Where were you off to?
Got the cloak. And
Nice.
he just shows the plague doctor cloak.
So you see this this coat, this black waxy cloak that looks like water would roll off it real nice, and so would Viscera.
Ooh, that's a lovely coat that you've got there, Scrunt.
Man, I gotta draw you guys in your drips.
You do.
Are ghosts known for being slimy?
I don't know. Let's take a look. I have this Necronomicon. No, Nosferanonomicon.
If you look up when it starts talking about the basics on ghosts, ghosts are made out of what alchemists call alchemists call it ectoplasm. Most wizards call it spirit glue. And it is a substance that when you can feel it, which you can't always because depending on how strong the manifestation, spirit glue may not have a physical presence. But when it is strong enough to be physically felt, it does have sort of a tacky, goopy feel. Not quite like slime, but more like something that's just vaguely sticky. And like running your hands through it, it can feel like you're in a sort of either a viscous liquid or a really wet vapor.
Sometimes. The answer is sometimes. Depends on how strong the ghost is.
Good thinking there, Scrunt. It might turn out very helpful for you to have that.
And, yep, that's what I reckoned.
Grunt and Theodora went to the same school of accent switching. That's a joke for Gray and Scalda and I.
It took me a second to figure out, like, Theodore, what are you? Oh, you son of a bitch.
Yeah,
Yeah, they did. I never really did pin down a voice for her, did I?
I mean, that's fair.
I kind of I am legitimately serious when I say I kind of like that as her quirk. She's just constantly switching her accent around. I like it as like a intentional thing on her part.
100%.
Just to see who's.
It's a nice way to fuck with people.
Mm-hmm. Plus, it's fun.
Yes. Okay. Any other role playing we want to do? Or
I
are
need to
we ready?
BRB real quick.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Well, I hope that these ghosts aren't too bad. Maybe we can talk to them.
I mean, I don't see why not.
I'm not all that hopeful about it because if they're killing people, that's not fantastic. It's not really a good way to introduce yourselves.
No, it's not. But
Ghosts? Would ghosts pretty widely be accepted as real among people?
I would say yes. Like they are a phenomenon that is too widely reported in a world where magic is literally and provably real to be dismissed.
Makes sense.
Like this is a vaguely medieval fantasy land, so like ghosts are as real to the common man as giraffes. Where at the very least actually, they're probably more real to the common man than giraffes. They are as real to the common man as, like, whales. At the very least, you've heard stories of a person who has seen a whale. Or, at the very least, you've heard stories of a person who's seen a ghost.
okay.
I mean, this is an era where most people, when they're drawing animals, their references their pet dog and little else. So most people's drawings of animals are just weird dogs. So, as much as they believe in the existence of, like, lions and tigers, people believe in the existence of ghosts.
Back.
Enough.
I can't wait to see the ghosts. It will be a wonderful time, one way or another.
So this is better than the last time I went hunting.
Were you hunting a ghost last time you went hunting?
Last time I went hunting, he gestures to his whole body.
Yeah, that would do it, yeah.
Yeah, that would do it.
I guess if I'm already cursed, then I can't get cursed again, right? That's how curses work, isn't it?
No.
Good
They
super
stack.
cursed.
They stack and interact very interesting sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Super cursed.
Super cursed! I don't want to get super cursed.
Well, maybe the ghosts will smell the witch that cursed you, and then they'll leave you alone because they'll be like, oh no, he's already been touched by a scary witch.
Maybe.
Is that how that works?
Mm-hmm.
Assuming it was a witch and it wasn't just some practicing wizard or Fey Lord or just dragon who wanted to punk you.
We know it was a witch.
A lot of things can
Sycoraxine told me.
Yeah, she figured that out for you. With relative reliability.
Fair enough. I trust Sycoraxine.
You guys can just call her Raxie. You don't have to try the whole name.
Sycoraxine.
She gave you permission.
I know she did. I'm stubborn.
Alright, well. Raxie loves you either way. Platonically.
Yes.
Alright, for lack of any... Oh, hello, asthma, thank you. For lack of any complaints, it's nighttime. You guys are in the servants' quarters, which are musty and bad and suck, and you hear giggling outside your door.
That ain't right.
And Mont Blanc is immediately like, Ghost.
Without even giving us opportunity to be cautious, Mont Blanc swings open the door and sees a glowing ball of green vapor.
Oh, what the fuck?
Sorry, didn't mute myself in time. That snuck up on me. Small face
The-
punch.
I kind of
glow-
moved the other one.
You know what? That's fair. I'm actually surprised any of you could move them because last time you couldn't. So you see this glowing ball of green vapor in the hallway, and when you open the door, it swirls around, and the exterior of it swirls and shifts and opens. It opens these two little pockets within the mist, these dark little pockets, where some of the mist congeals into something like a liquid and then something like a solid. And in the bottom and largest slit in the vaporous ball's body, it congeals into these pearly white fangs. While in the top two smaller yet rounder holes, these glowing pinpricks of light appear, giving it a sort of ghoulish face as it giggles. And then a nearby chair glows green and flies to its side, as do two candles and a third chair and a second chair. And my good friends, it's time for combat. Roll initiative.
Okay.
Can you punch a ghost?
We're gonna find out.
Out. Crap. Which one has initiative? Oh, there it is.
Hey.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm incorrect. It has 4 candles right now, no chairs. Sorry, I had to relook at my stages for this fight.
Oh boy.
I think Mont Blanc's the leader.
Yeah.
Let's looky here. Oh god, I gotta scroll down real far for some reason. Yep, okay, Mont Blanc, you won. You won the initiative round. Goody for you.
Yay!
I go first, right? That's
You go first.
First one out the door.
First one out the door, first one to see it, be like, and with the mixture of a child on Christmas Day and absolute dread, goes, "It's a ghost!" And I am going to activate my wonderful Lore Master ability. Quick assessment, since this is technically a new start. I'm going to spend 5 mind points. I'm going to choose the creature in front of me, and it's going to reveal 1 trait.
Good. I just realized I was playing the wrong music, but I got custom battle music for this fight, so.
Ooh.
Nice.
Motherfucker.
So give me a ghost trait.
You get to know 1 trait of the ghost?
1 trait.
Do I want to be nice or do I want to be a dick?
Up to you.
I'm gonna be nice. Okay. So you've been looking through your Nosferatu Nomicon. Even I can't say it right. And you've been reading about ghosts, and when you look at this thing, you realize it is sort of the basic bitch ghost, the most common type of apparition ever encountered. What the Germanorians call a poltergeist. Poltergeists do not take physical form themselves. They can only affect the mortal world by possessing objects, which is why it's holding candles. In which case, you should not attack the creature. You should attack the things it's holding.
I guess Montblanc's going to turn to the crew and be like, "Okay, so don't hit it. Hit the stuff it's holding."
What? They're cheating! It whines.
Good to know.
And then it jabs you. And then it jabs you with a candle. 10 hit you?
Physical or magical?
This is a this is a physical attack.
That would hit me, yes.
Okay. It does 9 fire damage to you. It burns you fucking good, Jesus.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Holy
6,
shit.
7, 8, 9. Okay. He goes, ow! Rude.
Next. Who's next on our list?
Who's next?
It's a tie between me and Zero.
You guys want to have a roll off, or do you just want to choose between you?
Do you mind if I go first so I can set up a defense?
Oh yeah, go ahead, man.
That's how it should be.
Yeah,
Good.
I'm going to use guard on. You know, Mont Blanc just got toasted, so I've got to guard Mont Blanc, and as a guardian, you get. Hold on, where is the ability? Yeah, if you perform the guard action and choose to provide cover to another creature, that creature gains resistance to all damage types until the start of my next turn. So,
Awesome.
Next
Mont
would
Blanc
be
is protected.
Scrunt.
Yes. One thing
Does
is
the poltergeist doesn't take a turn?
The poltergeist took its 1 turn.
okay.
Doesn't go every other turn?
The poltergeist is not that tough of a monster.
Okay.
Alrighty.
At least not in phase 1.
No.
Swell. Scrunt is just going to casually go, "Hey ya," and try to smack one of the candles.
And that's enough damage to smack that candle to the floor and crack it so it can't be used. Poltergeist is now down to 3 candles.
All right. Then you tried to toast him. That was rude.
Alright, Bright Eyes, you're next.
Okay, let's see here. Good thing about this is I don't have to worry about shooting into melee because this is a nice system. So I'm gonna try to shoot the chair.
Or the candle. It's only got candles at the moment.
It's only got
I
candles.
misspoke before. Only candles.
Okay, so one of the candles I'm gonna shoot at. I got doubles.
Oh shit. But doubles fine. Yeah, you destroy that candle. My toy! Alright, it's down to 2 candles. Edmund?
Alright, let's keep this on a roll. Edmund swings his sword out towards a candle, his fiery sword now.
Let me check its defense. I'm pretty sure that hits, though. Yeah, that hits. Okay, you smash its candles down to 1.
Just melt the one candle completely with the flaming sword.
Yep, you melt it in the process of slashing it out of its, well, not quite hand, its glop. Alright, we're back to the start of the round. Mont Blanc.
Let's see. What is Mont Blanc going to do this time around? I think I'm going to do an inspect on it. If examining or investigating someone or something. Can I do that in combat?
Yes, you can.
Cool. Got a 9.
Its dex and willpower are high, its might and insight are low. I'm not going to give you exact numbers because you didn't get a 10, but I'm going to give you that much.
Okay. He's got crafty hands and good willpower.
Okay.
The poltergeist looks at its 1 candle, looks at you guys, slams the candle against the ground and smashes it. Bad toys! And then disappears. and reappears again at the kitchen table, holding, how many chairs did I give this little fucker? It holds 2 plates and 2 chairs. New toys! Alright, but that's its turn. Next in the turn order would be Charles or Scrunt. You guys can switch, or you can stay the way you were.
I'm cool with staying how we were.
Okay. Since I'm gonna do something besides just guard eventually, but I'm gonna try to smack the chair with my new weapon.
Shit!
It's the new weapon that does light damage, if that has any thing to do
Shit.
with ghosts.
Wow, you... What kind of weapon is it?
It was the Blessed Staff from the store.
Alright, you not only smack that chair, but you smack it with enough force that its legs crack out from under it when it hits the ground.
Jeez.
Poltergeist didn't like that. Scrunt?
All right, going over here. Yep, and all right, 1 second. I'm gonna go smack a chair. Gonna smack one of the remaining chairs.
Jesus! Okay, you attack a chair and, like, you try to wrestle it out of the poltergeist's hands while it goes, no! And you scratch it, and you do a lot of damage to it, but the chair is still in one piece enough to be usable as a weapon.
Stop being rude, dang nabbit.
It's my toy!
This is
And
a
you're
shame.
being rude with toy. All right.
Next would be Bright Eyes?
I believe so. How much damage have you taken, Montblanc?
9.
You should be alright then. I will shoot.
Yeah.
I will shoot the chair.
Destroy that chair. Like, the crossbow bolt, like, hits into it, and that with enough force that what little structural integrity it had makes it just collapse. Ah! Edmund, it's got 2 plates.
Alright, Edmund's gonna swing at the plates.
You smack one plate out of its grimy Slimer hand, and the plate falls onto the table with enough force to shatter, and you're beginning to wonder why no one has woken up. Back to the top of the turn order, it is Mont Blanc.
Let's see. I'm going to do something Mont Blanc hasn't ever done, I think, yet. He's going to pull out the giant big book with the eyeball on it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to swing. Wow. That was ass.
Yeah, you miss.
Not much of
okay.
a fighter, unfortunately.
The poltergeist sees you try to hit it with a book and is like, bullies! And it throws the remaining plate down and it shatters, and then, like, fucking Slimer style, goes right through the wall into this bedroom over here. And you can hear it making noise and whining in that room.
I get the feeling that the spirit might be a child.
Yeah.
Probably.
Should
I reckon you're right.
we probably should go talk to him? Apologize.
Now that we're not in danger of having plates or chairs or candles thrown in our face.
I've never done it myself, but might be able to pull up an exorcism, but that might be involved.
All right. Do you guys enter the bedroom that you haven't seen yet?
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
which one of the three? Okay. You enter this room and immediately you realize it's in a great state of disrepair. There is a thick layer of dust on the floor. The bed is disheveled. Everything is disheveled. It almost looks as if there was some sort of struggle in here. And when you look up, you don't see the poltergeist anywhere, but you do feel it dripping. And you look up and you see there's a huge bloody stain in the ceiling.
Okay.
Big toy. And a fucking suit of armor drops out of the bloody ceiling. Stage 3!
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Alright. We're gonna have to go top of turn order. Mont Blanc. It's in a suit of armor.
It's in a suit of armor. I'm trying to think of, you know what? I'm going to try to do a persuasion attempt. Mont Blanc's going to be like, "Hi, I know we got off on the wrong foot, and I'm really sorry about that. I didn't mean to startle you like that." One second. I got a 10. To persuade a poltergeist, please don't stab me in the face.
It sort of lowers its armored shoulders, and then it sort of gestures towards itself. Like toy?
Yeah, it's a good toy. I like it.
Lights upstairs?
Cool. You'll have to show me.
Oh. That show.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ted. And the poltergeist disappears and the armor falls to the floor. And that is when you all feel a deathly chill. And blood runs down the walls as you hear a horrifying shriek from a nearby bedroom.
This one?
That one.
Alright.
Shit.
Now,
Boom, boom. Full rush in. Haha.
Do the doors open?
I want reveal. I clicked reveal, damn it. There we go.
No, you cannot look. Oh my god, I'm in a lady. I'm in a
Uh-oh.
lady! Get the lady out of me!
Inside Leonie's bedroom, you do not see Leonie, but you do see a figure, gaunt and pale, its body covered in a white funeral shroud and a tattered dress, its neck twisted as if it had died by being wrenched back and forth, its face in a desiccated grimace of decay and agony, its withered fingertips extending into gnarled, blackened claws. This specter floats above the floor as it sees you all. Are you looking for my replacement?
Yes?
She will die tonight unless you find my
Can we have a
Buddy,
hint?
wait, you're not.
Do you not know where it is?
You're not the one who's gonna kill her?
She doesn't respond. That, my God. Only then will you know how to save her. And then the ghost too fades from view.
Can you repeat what she said? Because your mic didn't pick up the first part.
Oh, I'm sorry. You must find her corpse if you wish to find the bride's corpse if you wish to save your dear friend Leonie. Your friend of 2 days.
I mean, that's how long we've known each other, so that's fair enough.
Replacement. So that must have been one of his wives from before.
Wonder if she was the first.
And just because I was speaking in a spooky voice, just in case it wasn't clear, she did say that Leonie's gonna die tonight if you don't find that body, so you have
Yeah,
a bit
we
of a
got that
ticking
part.
time clock.
Okay,
Wait, was that the one before or after yours?
I mean,
Looking at
it's-
Bright Eyes.
Would I
To-
know?
To be, you guys would know that the one after Bright Eyes is Leonie. So it would have to be
okay.
one of the 12 before.
I agree with you, Scrunt. I agree with you, Scrunt. That has to be his first wife.
Mm-hmm. Very decomposed looking.
Is there
So,
anything in this room that looks out of place, like not Leone's, where I could like look and see if there's anything left
Yeah,
behind
can we
from that?
inspect the room?
There really isn't. This room seems like it was pretty sparse other than the furniture. There is a lot of Leonie's stuff. It turns out she's something of a materialist because she has a great big trunk full of not just clothes but mementos. She has an adventurer's backpack that looks a little torn up, as if she had some wolf trouble on the road. She's got a couple very rare very valuable bottles of perfume. She's very much made this room her own. But there is no other clues as to nothing of interest beyond just learning about this person that you can find in this room.
Okay.
There is one thing that you guys might want to note. There was a lot of ruckus. And you haven't heard a peep out of the Baron's bedroom yet.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. I wasn't sure how I felt about him after we had our conversation. Something just felt performative.
So I'm not going to burst into his room. I'm going to see if I can creak it open if it's unlocked. And just peek in.
I could just barge in if you need me to.
It is locked.
Okay, well, that's just not the sneaky route.
We need to know as much as we can about his first wife. Time to bust it down.
Both of you-
Edmund,
hold on, let me
use
get out of the way.
would that be Rock Smash?
This would be a
So
might,
might plus
just a
might?
straight, just might plus might.
Oh, come on.
Ah, god damn it, Dice, quit being dicks. Edmund, you wrench your
Edmund.
shoulder a bit trying to get that open. You jiggle it a bit, but you can feel that you've definitely done some damage to the door, but not enough to break it open.
Hey, Edmund, watch out.
Still don't know my own strength.
All right.
What's my
Like,
highest
the-
stat?
The difficulty level is 10. I'm gonna say 2 8s is enough. Like I feel like after the first one, I mean, story wise, you should break down the door. And I feel like after Edmund's near success with the first roll, like that should lower the difficulty level. I feel like that makes enough sense.
Yeah.
All right.
For me.
You guys see the Baron's bedroom, largest of the bedrooms in the downstairs floor. Lushly furnished, nightstand with some keys on it, beautiful carpet, a nice rug, big chest full of fancy clothes.
No Baron.
And
When you guys grab the keys on the desk, which I assume you do,
Yes.
yeah, what Charles was going for.
there's a number of keys on there, but there is one that immediately stands out. Edmund and Bright Eyes, you would know this just from your background. It is a key with like the round part of the key, the part of the end that connects to the key ring, is white and shaped in a sort of crude like look of a skull. It's a noble mausoleum key.
What do I need to roll to notice the trapdoor under the carpet?
You need to do a double insight. But it's a difficulty level 15.
Oh. Eh,
You guys can do that as a group check if you'd like.
All right.
I
Okay.
don't see anything that is almost as bad as I can roll.
So as a group check,
you have to spend a fabula point for that, right? Oh wait, that's
Well-
if we invoke the pond. Never mind.
Yeah. So as a group check,
Jeez.
oh
God.
Jesus Christ.
There is
Why are
money,
you?
big money.
Go on there, Edmund. 10.
I mean, for what I can roll on this, that's high for me.
Okay, so as a group check. Okay, so if this is a group check, Scrunt, Mont Blanc, Bright Eyes, and Edmund. If you all invoke a bond, and if any of you can also invoke a, well, if Scrunt, Mont Blanc, and Bright Eyes invoke a bond, they can add 3 to Edmund's roll. If Edmund can invoke a bond and a trait and has fabulous points to spend on those, and you should, because you get 3 per session until you've reached max. We could get that to a 15 if you guys can find a way to justify rolling, adding a bond to this roll. And Edmund, if you can justify both a bond and like a character trait for why you would understand why nobles have trapdoors. If any of you have bonds with Leone or with each other, I will allow you to think of some bullshit to explain why you can do this.
Charles is just over here like, this is horrible wallpaper.
We just lost
I mean,
scene.
it really is.
There he is.
On my computer. Do I sound fine on my phone?
Yeah, a little muffly, but you're fine. You're coming through.
Okay. I'll just kind of continue like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you hear what I said about how if you can evoke a bond and a trait,
Right.
and your friends can all evoke bonds, we can make this roll?
Yeah, I'm just looking at my bonds and I'm not really sure which of them would really apply in this situation because I got Mysterious Figure, Charles, Bright Eyes, Mont Blanc, Sir George Garston.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Bright Eyes Affection, and I'm gonna use the bond to help.
If you got affection for Bright Eyes, or just any positive feelings for Bright Eyes, Edmund, I feel you could justify this as wanting to know what the fuck is going on with
Okay.
her former fiance.
Okay. Yep.
I
I'll do
also
that.
think you can evoke a trait as a nobleman to know that nobles often have trapdoors and shit.
Yes.
'Cause they
So
do.
that's 2 fabula points for me to spend, right?
Yep. Bright Eyes, you think you can evoke anything for this?
Yeah, I've got affection for Edmund, so I'm going to, try to boost him up and go, do you remember anything about my house was sort of weird for a noble, but was yours?
I remember in the bedroom Okay, so how many? I've spent 2. You spent 1. Gray has spent 1, so I'm at 14 right now.
Grunt, can you think of a way to justify this? Can you
I
say,
do have a bond of loyalty with Bright Eyes.
yep, okay, then we can justify it? Wanting to get to the
So-
bottom of Bright Eyes' shitty ex-fiance? That's enough to find that there's a trapdoor. Who would have noticed under the nice, fine, exotic rug?
Definitely not Charles.
Apparently.
I like that.
Might be the
Charles is
player
like-
to notice it.
And when you open that trapdoor, you see that there is a long, long, long stairway down, down, down with a very faint, fiery glow at the end. And you also realize the Baron, who disappeared into this room hours ago and has not come out since, is not in this bedroom.
Before we go down there, can I check and see if there's anything in this trunk that is suspicious as well?
Yeah, in the trunk is clothes and one portrait of the Baron when he was younger that, unlike the others, looks pretty much like how he looks. An accurate portrait of the Baron. But one where he's much younger, like if you would guesstimate, possibly as much as 20 years ago, when he was not much older than you are yourself.
Okay. For some reason, that compels me to put that in my pocket. Or is it like a hand-sized portrait, or is it just like a big?
I would say it's one that could fit on that little nightstand he's got. It's not like a huge ass painting. It's a small personal portrait.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that in my pack.
Absolutely fair.
She doesn't know why, but she's going to.
Before we depart into the dark, scary hole, should we check the upstairs? Because there was an objectively large amount of blood coming
I'm going to tell you. I'm just going to tell you right now. There is no map for upstairs or downstairs. There's nothing of importance up there or downstairs.
What about the kitchen?
Again, no map for upstairs or downstairs. I made sure that there were stories because it's a mansion, and a mansion should have more than 5 rooms. But story-wise, there's nothing there. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Also, time is of the essence.
That's fair.
This is true.
There's a secret passage, and the Baron's missing. This is the way we have to go.
Does going down into it, does the path seem like it's heading in the direction of the cemetery?
Yeah, it does. It's going to the west.
Well, all of those warnings, and we're just gonna disregard them. So, it was nice knowing
Now
you
we got
all.
keys
If we
to it.
die,
All right.
We can't die yet. Don't worry.
I mean, we'll see each other again floating on the river Styx. It'll be fun.
Okay, this is actually interesting. I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to go this route. So let me edit my map real quick here. There were 2 ways that this could have proceeded. The way if you in character found that little trapdoor, and if you didn't. And one of those ways is shorter. Do you want to know which one?
The trapdoor.
The trapdoor.
Hell yeah.
Eh. Shortcuts.
All right. So here you are on the map. Right here.
Perfect.
Oh God, we're big.
Holy shit.
Yeah, because I found out I made this map at a different scale than the others somehow. So you go down this pathway, and eventually the more crudely constructed masonry of this underground tunnel connects to much better but older masonry of some ancient structure. And at the bottom of the stairways is this nice, lush coffin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
Is it
He's a
open?
vampire, isn't he?
Does it seem new?
It seems relatively recent, well cared for, like it's been visited often, very plush, kind of comfortable, honestly.
Is it open or is it closed?
It is open.
Okay, so nobody jumping out.
Oh, okay.
There's
So I
this
guess-
nice little sconce and a door. A door that is locked from this side, but also, like, the lock is on this side, so you can just turn that fucker.
Well, I was about to say we use the keys, but okay.
Yeah, again,
Oh.
if things had gone differently, perhaps.
Let's press ahead.
Before we go,
Mm-hmm.
just as the support, I want to know who has the lowest magic defense?
I have a 10.
Mine is 7.
Magic defense.
Can you guys hear this music? For some reason, I can barely hear it.
I can hear it.
I
I
gotta
have
turn
a
it
9
down.
to that.
Okay.
Do you want like the defense number or like? Yeah. Okay. I have a 17.
Okay, good.
Jeez.
In magic defense?
Yeah.
All right. Dragon scales are impressive.
4.
Okay, so. All right, I just wanted to know for spellcasting ahead.
That's good.
Continue.
All right.
Yeah.
You can barely see as you exit this room and enter a musty mausoleum. But you do see a wall sconce nearby. If any of you have tinder or ways of making fire, you could light the wall sconce.
I have a tiny dragon.
You
Edmund could touch it with a sword.
It's true too.
you light the wall sconce and reveal a good section of the area.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there's a spooky.
And you
Oh.
do see this this shroud lying on the ground, with something inside it, and then something within that shroud wriggles up. You can't really see what's under the shroud because as it lifts up, there's just darkness inside. But you hear a voice say, "Please, so weak. Few drops of blood. That's all I need. Few drops of blood."
Mont
That's-
Blanc.
Seems not trustworthy.
Yeah, what's up?
Scan this or record this creature in the journal. See what it says.
I haven't been recording most of them yet. I was going to wait afterwards, but sure, why not?
Sorry for interrupting the scene, by the way.
No, it's all right. I said all I was.
I
gonna
sketched
say.
this ghost.
Shade. A type of spirit or ghost. Often these have to be summoned from the underworld by a sorcerer of sufficient skill. Though in rare cases they can manifest of their own will, albeit for a limited time, as the call of the underworld will eventually be impossible for them to resist. Few drops of blood. That's all I need. Please.
If I give you a few drops of blood, will you help us find a body?
Yeah.
Barnaby, I need you to bite me.
Huh?
Just a small nit.
Wah. Wah, wah, wah.
Thank you, Barnaby.
Wah, 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 wah. That's a no. That's a no from your goose.
Oh,
It
he's
won't
not going to
bite
bite?
him?
It won't bite him. He likes you. It's not gonna bite
That's
you.
fair. Okay, absolutely fair, my friend Barnaby. Edmund, I need to borrow your sword for a brief moment.
What? No, you're not cutting yourself with my sword. I have claws.
Right, you have
besides,
claws.
you're-
Claws would be quicker.
Are we sure we should do this?
Absolutely not. Do it anyway.
This is going interesting places.
Well, you know,
You-
honestly, my bond with Mont Blanc is mistrust, so Edmund's not convinced that we should do this.
Hmm.
I will stab myself
Look,
with an arrow if I have
You
to.
probably have a knife.
Oh, right, I forgot. I
Like
have
you've
a
been
small little
living in the
pocket knife.
wild. You've got to have at least a knife.
Oh, yeah, I've got a knife. I forgot. Whoopsies. And Mont Blanc is going to prick his fingertip. It'll be the pinky finger on his
Cool.
non-writing hand.
You lose 5 HP and you drop 5 drops of blood, which this shade finally revealing some features that you can make out from the gloom, namely large, sharp teeth. Immediately, like leaps at the drops of blood on the ground and noisily slurps it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And it's black, completely opaque, clawed hands grip your ankles, and it says, "Very little time, very little time."
Mhm.
I am the grandson of the god's son. Do you understand me?
I do.
My father, he warned me of the dangers of the occult, and I did not listen. I was sick of him, his reputation, do you understand?
Mhm.
I made a pact with a demon. And it gave me who I coveted. It gave that to me.
Mhm.
Then the curse on my house. My grandfather's glass, gone. Progeny of my union. My son killed. So little time.
Mm-hmm.
We've angered him. We've angered the Godfather. And Hades has opened up this room, and he points to the door behind him. It is the gateway. It is where they have spilled out from. There's a great beast trying to stop it. If you can close it, they will stop coming. Do you understand?
Mont Blanc is going to take one of the clawed hands gently and be like, I understand. We will get it done.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for what I have done.
It's okay.
And slowly the body of this creature disappears into shadow until all that is left is an empty the word for it. Shroud. An empty shroud on the ground.
I'm going to pick up the shroud and politely fold it and be like, well, see, we talked to him, and the fucked up shit's in that room.
We hear what they were saying.
Yeah, it was speaking loud enough for you guys to hear. Do you need me to
Yeah.
repeat it? So, because I was doing a monster
no.
voice.
Oh no, heard all that one.
Okay.
So if I had to take a gander, the body of the first wife is probably in that room if some horrific
So
arcane
just
ritual's going.
just so you are aware, when you're down this hallway, there are 2 doors. The monster was turning at the door to the south. The shade was pointing to a door at the south. There is also a door to your immediate east, and there is everything above for you to explore. There are things here theoretically, if I can point it. Yeah, here theoretically, and theoretically things here.
I feel like time is of the essence.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I do wish to check some of the other rooms to make sure if she is physically in one of them, we know, so
Yeah.
she doesn't wake up in a mausoleum. So the south door is where the ghost pointed, so we're gonna check the east door first since it's right here.
It is locked.
Well, we have keys.
Wait, which door? This was the entrance to the monster, I thought. Or to
No,
the gateway.
this one
Nope.
is the entrance to the monster.
Monster here.
Oh.
Door to somewhere over here.
Oh,
Let us-
I thought
let-
there was doors here and here. For Charles's.
There
Never
are.
mind.
Oh, there may well be in those shadowy parts. You just haven't lit the sconces to see them yet.
Um.
Are you lighting that sconce?
Yeah.
All right. Goody gumdrops. Hooray! You revealed the original entrance.
Oh.
Fucking smart ass. God damn you.
But also
A door.
the door that you would have seen immediately entering from. Are you revealed or not? You're not. Get revealed. Get revealed. What do I have to do to reveal you? There we go.
Reveal, loser.
So there's a couple of doors. You've now got doors here. The door that the shade told you had a spooky monster in it. A door here, and a door here.
Hmm.
Let us check this door up here to the north first, just to be sure that there is, with the walls there, we have at least more dimension knowledge than we do of the others.
And make sure nothing sneaks up on us if we have to go deal with the big thing.
All right, so you're checking that door.
Mhm.
You open the door and you find huddled next to a tomb. Leonie Imbecile wearing the clothes you saw her wearing earlier this day. She looks at you with wide, frightened eyes and is like, "Oh my god, how did you get here?"
Sacred passage.
Talk to ghosts.
Secret passage in
And the door.
his bedroom. Also a coffin underneath his bedroom, which is weird.
What?
There's a
Why would he
coffin.
have a...
It
How
looks-
how did you get here?
I don't know. I was in my bedroom and I screamed and suddenly I was here.
That's
Uh,
strange.
So we have a bit of a time crunch. We are glad we have found you because you vanished and that was important. But a ghost of one of his previous wives was like, "Find my body before daylight or you die." So help me push open this tomb lid real quick.
Was this a tomb or a table?
That is a coffin. That is a big stone coffin.
Charles will look over to Edmund. Come on.
Wait, hold
So
up.
We're the two
I
strongest
wanna.
ones.
Does the tomb have anything like written on it or anything?
It does say like I'm gonna make up a name. Patricia von Hubert.
Okay. What are we opening her coffin for?
If it's
The
her-
ghost?
Oh, I don't know if I want to be here for that. And she steps out of the room.
The ghost did
Scrubby?
say that she wanted us to find her body.
Well,
I'm
if I
going
know
to stay out here.
I'm not sure I understand why the ghost body would be mysterious if she's just in a coffin the whole time.
That
Usually,
if-
this sort of thing, their body's missing.
Well, yes, but in this situation, I think the ghost was implying, "Hey, find out how I died to keep her alive." So I'm gonna stay out here with you because if something happens, I'll at least be out here with Barnaby, and Barnaby fears nothing.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so there's a ghost?
Multiple.
A lot.
We've
She's
seen
the one who
3
told us-
tonight.
Charles pops his head out from the room. He's like, "You're the one who told us the house was haunted."
I just I guess it's still it's been a night.
No, that's fair. That's fair. It's okay.
All right, you guys are opening that coffin.
Yeah.
Effort.
Okay. Good,
I am
good,
not
good.
rolling well tonight.
Don't worry, you can actually just do it.
Although I did get that.
You find a skeleton.
Oh.
You find a skeleton in nice clothes, and it's got rings on its finger, pretty big ones. You want to loot that skeleton?
No.
No.
That might
Sure.
be desecrating the dead.
It's got some
Montblanc's
pretty
gonna
big,
vote-
pretty
Well-
big jewels on those rings.
Hey, are one of those potentially one of the crown jewels? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Did I say bitty prig?
You might have.
I didn't
Jesus
catch that
Christ.
until you mentioned it. But maybe. Betty Prig. That's a
So-
new NPC for you.
Betty prig.
Betty Prig.
Betty Prig.
Yeah,
Okay.
do any of those look like they might be crown jewels?
They do not. They do look like they could fetch a good
Okay.
price, though. A little bit of grave robbing?
No.
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 Oh.
Or the great.
God bless you. You're better than me in every RPG I've played.
I've already established that these ghosts are pissy. If we take their stuff, we're probably gonna die.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, that
It
might,
was
might
indeed
get us
a dead
whacked by
buck.
the skeleton.
Okay, so we got a door here, we got a door here, and we got the big spooky door here.
Hmm.
Should we check
Why?
this door just
Wait.
to... Oh. Can someone light this sconce?
Ah, fine.
It's already
Yeah,
lit.
yeah, you know what? Yeah. Technically it's not. Do you want to light that sconce?
This one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, now do you want to open the door?
Yes, we're here.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. When you open this door,
Oh,
it's
I'm
full
so
of
sorry.
fucking revenants. But luckily, because you lit the sconce, you see them before they get the drop on you.
Whoops.
And if you want, you can just close that fucking door.
Yep. Closing the door.
Shut that door.
All right. Congrats, you avoided fighting a bunch of zombies.
I'm also
Who
Big
gonna,
died?
scary boss door here.
I'm gonna wedge this door shut too. I'm just gonna
Door
shove
there.
a rock under it.
Honestly, it's a fucking like ancient stone door with metal hinges, and those are rotting corpses that are shambling about. They cannot escape.
That's fair, but I want them
Yeah.
to stay in there.
Smart.
Forever.
So, check the side door
Yeah. Okay.
and then the boss door.
All right. Right. Check the side door.
Now I know you have
Upstairs.
your reluctance to join us, but I'd be appreciative if you stayed close.
Yeah, I'll stay close. I just you know, I want to stay out of the fray if things get.
Oh, of course. I am
Savvy,
in fact incredibly horrendous at fighting things.
Yeah, I'm just a plump merchant's daughter. I'm not really good in a scrape.
Things get bad, I'll make sure nothing hurts you.
So there are some
It's a giant
stairs
armored bull.
leading down this way.
I don't know if I want to go.
Stairs going down.
I don't know if I want to go further down when the door is right here.
We were told it's right here. We know if we're gonna save Leone, we go right here, right? Isn't that
And
what
if
the shade
No.
said?
No, the Shade said the sins that he committed and the atrocities are beyond that door.
Yeah.
So the only way to fix all of this is through that door, which could mean boss guys down there.
I don't know what that means.
that might be-
Kobolds.
or the
Kobold could be down there.
You think he was taken down there?
I think he walked down there of his own volition.
Why?
He has a secret trap
This
door
will-
to a mausoleum. There's a coffin down there. $5 at 5 zenith says he's a vampire.
Well, the trapdoor to
The-
a mausoleum thing isn't that strange. As
The
a fellow-
Barons. The
No.
Barons down here too.
Well, he's not in the house.
Yeah, we came through his room to get down here, and he wasn't there.
And
the ghost
you're
got
down.
him too.
maybe the ghost got him too. We'll find out.
He's okay.
If he's not in this next room, he might be downstairs.
So, boss room or stairs to gloom, to shadow, to a dark lower level.
Well, we know what's through this door. Do we want to
Yeah.
explore down there, or do we want to just go and see if we can take care of this?
I'd like to go explore, but that's me.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious because it's like could find something down there.
Because
I'll just
could
be
be
completely honest. This is a JRPG type game, and the JRPG instinct is telling me explore everything before activate the boss.
I know that instinct is telling me that too, but the story instinct is like, what if you just go through the door to stop things? I don't know. There's like
I am just concerned that while we have found several Walking Dead and one casket, there were 12 lives, and we have not found 12 bodies.
Are you okay if I point out something about exact words?
sure.
Yes.
Please.
The Shade said that a door to the underworld has opened up and is located in this room, and a great
Right.
beast is currently in there, trying to stop it. He did not say the way to close that door is in that room.
Okay.
Maybe if we go farther down, we might find something to help close the door.
I
I'm
think we
going
should look
door.
inside.
If we can put a rest of things, we gotta do it. Let's go.
Yes.
Okay.
I think that was bad.
Well.
Well.
Welcome to a bonus boss fight.
Oh,
As you enter this room, you find several shattered stone coffins. At the back of the room is what looks to be a gaping tunnel into a swirling, shrieking void. And between you and the tunnel, with its head buried in one of the open and broken caskets, is a big fucking dragon. It looks at you and grumbles out a low hissing bellow, its wings spreading behind it, not as if to fly, but just to make it look bigger as it rears up on its legs and just gives you the most menacing hiss it can while its tail whips back and forth with enough strength to break chunks of rock off the walls. Oh, fuck, a dragon!
Yep.
Oh yeah, Leone, you might want to stay out here.
This is your opportunity to back out if you want or roll initiative. You get that choice.
the guy
I'm
said that
backing out.
protecting trying to stop the underworld stuff and everything, right? Yeah, let's just leave it be.
Brown, there are a lot of eaten corpses.
We're gonna shut the portal somehow. Just letting you know. Okay, bye.
Close it, and then Montblanc, maybe you should doodle it.
Oh no, I can doodle him with the door closed. But it's as I guess I can maybe talk to dragons. So like, just letting you know, we're finding a way to shut the portal. Okay, bye.
Grunt pokes his head in. Oh, sorry. Go on, TT.
Corpses.
Okay.
That's what it
Corpses.
says in Draconic Bretonche.
Grunt
Hey,
pokes his head in. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
There's a bunch of walking corpses in the next vault over.
Talkie corpses. And you hear the sound of like large feet scrabbling over tomb, and it says, "Corpses no talk. Eat corpses. Stop talkie and walkie.
Sorry. Still got a bit too much life in us for that.
It's trying to get out of the room.
Oh, closing door, down the stairs.
Goodbye.
God
Yeah,
bless
wait,
those
this way.
big, heavy stone doors. Okay, all right. It is helpful, but not particularly intelligent. All right, you get down, and with your, terrible human vision, you do manage to see a new sconce.
Being a Minotaur, you'd think I'd have a natural advantage to being in tunnels.
Sadly, no. The labyrinth in general was just a bad situation for that creature.
It's like a Daedalus.
You guys want to light that sconce? Okay.
Yep.
There's another one. Theoretically, if the reveal won't be a dick. There we are. God,
Hold
that's kind of...
Sprunt up like a lighter.
Grunt doesn't have fire breath, though.
Or the puck then.
Longshanks.
More lighting.
All right. You find a door.
As we're walking over, I think Mont Blanc is gonna doodle the crypt dragon looking guy.
I'm just gonna be holding Leone's hand.
Mm-hmm. All right. What you get from the book? Grave dragon. These large scavengers make up among the most tenacious of dragon kind. They are called grave dragons by humans because, being eaters of carrion, they are naturally attracted to the cemeteries, mausoleums, and tombs that humans erect to enshroud their dead so that none may return them to the soil. It should be noted that amongst dragon kind, this concept is bordering on heresy, if not outright insult to one's loved ones. Dragons view that the process of decay is necessary for the body and the spirit to be returned to the earth, and view the idea of keeping your dead away from that process to be tantamount to saying that this being does not deserve to rejoin the cycle of the world. Grave dragons tend not to be as intelligent as other dragon species. Many of them are not even capable of speech, even using their draconic tongues. And while they sometimes have a pitiable reputation, they can be fierce. It was a grave dragon, after all, who killed the great king Beowulf of Heorot.
Huh, yeah, so that's the kind of dragon that killed Beowulf.
Oh.
Let's try not to let it kill us.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
To be fair, as long as we don't antagonize it, we probably should be fine. They're mostly scavengers. But dragons apparently view this whole concept of humans burying their dead as a heresy, so that's something new for my noggin.
Is that true, Scrunt?
Yes. Yes, it is.
The cat on Bright Eyes' shoulder mutters in Draconic Bretonne, "Yeah, it's fucked up."
Really fucked up.
So, does Charles know any? Because the Shades or the Shroud specifically said something about Hades. Would Charles know anything about corpse dragons or grave dragons and their ties to Hades?
You wouldn't know anything about that, but you would recognize the portal behind the dragon was very similar to the descriptions you've heard of tunnels to the underworld. The shade was correct, and shades themselves are common. Odysseus summoned shades to help guide him on his quest. That was the underworld. That was literally a portal to the afterlife. So whatever's fucking shit up is fucking shit up on a very dangerous scale, and this might be why wolves have been avoiding this town.
Something fucked up and opened up a Catabasis gateway.
You ready to enter this room?
Ready as we can be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Hey, wait a second.
You open the door and see Haggard in a nightgown. Let me get my picture because I actually drew it because I'm a dork. A very stressed-looking Leone imbecile wearing her night clothes, standing on the other side of the Leone imbecile, wearing her day clothes. And
Well, this is-
Bright Eyes, you were holding Leone's hand,
I was.
and you feel that hand get really strong as the color drains from her face until it is a chalk white complexion, or really more accurately, the color of freshly melted candle wax, as it begins to contort into an unnaturally wide and sharp-toothed grin.
Jesus.
And the Leone that's been with you cackles hysterically before throwing you to the ground and running back the way you all came. While the Leone in the nightgown goes, "What the fuck?"
That's a great question, Leone.
Doppel Leone is making a run for it.
Fucking shoot her.
You're going after her? Okay.
You gotta make, we'll just say a normal attack roll if you want to shoot her to try and stop her.
Okay, I mean,
Oh, by the way, a fabula point for everybody. You've met the villain of this arc.
it's, if nobody says that this is a bad idea, she's going to try to do this. So
Shoot her!
alright,
Shoot
I'm
her!
shooting. I got doubles.
Double sixes. Damn, what's your opportunity?
My opportunity. Let me see. I gotta find those.
Shoot her!
I'm going to give it an affliction. I'm going to shoot it like somewhere where it, like right in the temple, so I can give it the dazed condition.
You hear it scream as black with a brown tinged ichor spurts from the creature's head. And it spends an ultima point to escape. To outpace you and run the fuck out of the mausoleum.
Fuck.
And Leone's just saying like, "What the fuck is going on?"
I'm almost 100% sure, Leone, that your husband-to-be is a monster.
There's a lot
You
of
don't know
things
that.
around here.
And
I felt the presence on me, and it told me I was gonna die. And then I woke. Then I couldn't see anything, and I was here. And the door wouldn't open.
well, the door is open now. We're gonna get you out of here.
So I'm just laughing at seeing Scrunt and Mont Blanc dance.
Yeah, it's like, get off me, dang nabbit.
It was a little big.
Also, in case you haven't met him, Leone, this is Scrunt.
Hello.
I fed you dinner earlier tonight.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so that was you.
Yeah.
You'll have to
What the
excuse
fuck
us.
Why was there a second me?
Why
Here,
was there a second
Give-
you?
give me a second and I'll find out. And I start to
Anybody
draw
on this
the.
one?
And I start
Oh,
to
sorry.
do. Sorry. I start to doodle the twisted half view of the monstrosity Leone in the sketchbook.
Doppelganger. A variety of cambion or half-demon, born from the coupling of a mortal man or woman and a demon possessing the living body of a mortal man or woman. These creatures drain the life force of their victims by terrorizing them with visions of themselves, taking the shape of those they wish to eat until their subject goes mad, at which point they finish their task, leaving a desiccated, withered body.
So, Leone, darling, I need you to not think about it. Because that's what it wants. It wants you to overthink it, go crazy, and then it's going to eat your brain.
Okay. Great. I'll just not think about the thing that was looking like me and then turned into his fucking slime monster.
Think about it like
it's technically it's a demon.
It's better.
think about it like this. It's not a ghost, which means we can kill it. And that's what we'll do.
Definitely. I didn't like it when
Okay.
I saw it, so. Also, TT, just as an aside, I like the sprite person staring at Leone. That fucking
Mhm.
tiny little face is hilarious.
I have fun with these.
Just like, oh, what the fuck?
We'll take care of it. But I also want to be sure of something. We should probably check this one too.
Check what?
What's the name on this one?
Annabelle von Hubert.
Yeah, you probably don't want to see this, Leone, and she's gonna.
I don't give a fuck. It's a dead body.
That's fair too.
So, Edmund and Charles again.
Yeah.
You don't have to roll for opening these. Fabula Ultima is not D&D. It's nice.
Okay.
You open the casket. It's empty. Somewhat distressingly empty. And when you look at the date, you realize this is a fairly recent burial. Probably I'm gonna say it's like 8. It's a year old.
So the one before me.
Yes.
So I think we found whose body we need to go find. Assuming our friend in the other room hasn't eaten him. That's why the Crypt Dragon scared her so bad.
Looking here, this casket is unharmed. It is fresh. It is untouched. The body's just missing. Like they buried an empty casket.
And where would the body be?
Maybe
And where-
somewhere for an easier time to eat it.
And where's the Baron?
It's a great question.
Maybe the Shade was the Baron at one point.
Which would make sense, since the Shade was the grandson of the village founder that would have placed him as a family member along the tree, and the Cambion could have just been consuming people and pretending to be him, bringing them down here in the middle of the night, and then taking their energy, eating them and consuming them, and pretending to be them for a while.
At any rate.
Anywho, let's get you back upstairs where there's not corpses and a dragon in the next room.
Be in a
over.
fucking mausoleum.
Yeah. We're gonna take the secret entrance up back into the Baron's room because we don't want him to know we've been in here.
Yeah, I'd rather not go through the. I mean, if this is a mausoleum, we'd have to go through the cemetery, and literally everyone in town warned me not to go there after dark. Is it after dark? Like, what time is it?
It's
Middle
like-
of the night, yeah.
Hey, what's in this door?
That's there's a dragon in there.
There's a dragon.
Okay, yep, not going in there.
See, that's what you said last time too. That's kind of funny.
What?
That's what the person pretending to be you said as well. But they had a more visceral reaction, which might mean we need to lure them back down here and then feed them to the dragon.
Fucking coward.
That would make everybody's life easier.
Yeah.
It
Right,
say something about talkie corpses.
Oh, but the real question is the wife's... So, the bride's corpse that we're looking for, because a ghost told us to come find you, technically, and save your life, that's missing, would probably be in the graveyard. Moved elsewhere, maybe. Unless if the Baron's, like, stuffed it somewhere, under, like, the floorboards in
The
the
only
guest
other
rooms.
place that might be worth checking is maybe the park.
the Baron explicitly told me all of his wives are buried in his family mausoleum. So he told me that several times. She says, just sort of dwelling on what the past couple of days have been. So I'm pretty sure her body would be down here if it was in the cemetery.
You know, seeing the distorted true face of the doppelganger, the statues is starting to make more sense.
All right.
Well, I mean, there's only one other place, I guess. I guess we could try and ask the dragon, but
He didn't seem like a
Is it a-
talking.
Is it a friendly dragon like Scrunt?
he's not talkative, and he likes corpses.
Well, we're not corpses, so
He complained that we weren't corpses yet.
okay. I feel like that's a bad idea.
I'm back.
Well, the only other room we really didn't check out was the one full of the Walking Dead.
The what?
Yeah, another one of the chambers just has a bunch of dead people in it.
And they're walking.
Yeah, I think
Shuffling is more like it, but yeah.
Well, let's not go in there. How about that? Let's just not go in that room.
okay.
I'm wondering if we might have to.
So what's going on?
Well, I was gonna say we probably could lure. What we could do is have one of us open the door, lure them out, and then we lure the crypt dragon out, and we check out the crypt room without going into the portal to the literal underworld.
We're discussing whether to go upstairs or stay down here and fight the revenants.
Why would we fight them? Don't we need to find the doppelganger?
Well, we don't know where the doppelganger went. And the problem is that we can no longer trust anybody outside of this current mausoleum. Except that they'll probably try to eat Leone.
For not to be eaten by corpses, for the record.
That's fair. I think, reading the book, I think it said it was technically a spawn of a demon, and probably what the human that used to be the Shade that helped.
Great. That's a wonderful thing to know. I'm glad I'm aware of this.
Sorry, I tend to
DM?
overshare.
No, it's fine. You know, valuable information. I'm just gonna keep that in the old noggin.
Hey, DM.
Yep.
I'm looking at rituals, or I've been looking at it, and I think Charles, I've just pitched this out there. Do you think he could try to do, an oracle type ritual, considering Mediterranean connection, and try and get a basically hint through a ritual?
Going to plant pomegranates. Yeah, go ahead. That's an awesome way to use the mechanics.
Yeah, because hold on, what was it? Let's see, because I have ritualism and spiritism spell ritual casting. Because I can sense the presence of magic or extract magic, but there's also spiritism, which is sense the presence and feelings of creatures. And under the potency, under a medium, there is locate, summon, or something. Sense emotions, provide short-term energy. Where the difficulty level is
say all of that, and with your backstory as a the several generations removed immigrant of Mediterra, especially since you've seen this performed recently, you know how to summon a shade. You know a shade that you could summon that could possibly tell you more about this.
Oh, could I try to resummon him?
Because he ran out of time last time. It will cost the same price. In addition to whatever you have to cast for the ritual.
What was the price last time?
5 HP.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Alright. You cast a a ritual of shade summoning, and our spooky little pal, let me grab him up here. He appears for you here. And
Magic point.
as he senses not with sight and sound, but rather with ectoplasm and spirit energy, summoning him in this room in particular gets a visceral reaction of disgust as he shrinks back from the coffin. The progeny of my sin.
I'm giving you a chance to help correct this sin or find redemption for it.
Yes, anything. Please. Do not wish.
Sorry, go ahead.
So, you guys have a window of time to talk to this creature. Leonie, meanwhile, sees you guys summon a fucking ghost and is like, okay, so this is, I mean, you were the right people to call, but fuck.
It's weird. Yeah, it's weird.
This is fairly normal from where I come from, but
Yeah, not normal for me. I'm a merchant's daughter.
yes, but then again, where I come from, I'm not the only one walking around with looking like I am. Anyways, your progeny, where do they hunt, or what can you tell us? I'm sorry, out of game, I'm kind of blanking now that I have this option to ask questions, and I'm like, crap, what do I ask?
Creature looks as sad as a horrifying shadow monster in a shroud can look. It's like, I did not know what it was. My poor son. He told me he saw something that wore his face. I did not believe him. I told him he was seeing things. He died when he was no more than 20 winters.
Oh, fuck, she's gonna take that picture out of her backpack.
Then, the day after I buried him in the ground, he came again. My little boy. I thought it was a miracle that the Godfather had forgiven me, but then I saw strangers wearing my face. And that's when I knew it was not my son that had returned to me, but some spawn of that devil.
I'm gonna turn that picture to face the shade and go, him?
My son. And it reaches out its, terrifying pure shadow talon, and as tenderly as those long spidery claws can, strokes the portrait with longing for the child that he had to bury. The young man who would have been every bit the heir to the von Hubert family that he should have been, but was not in his own youth.
Mm-hmm.
My dear Cobalt.
I'm sorry.
So the Baron's been dead all this time, and that monster's just been gathering up women to eat?
The shade nods forlornly. Once it took roost in the house, I thought I could use my grandfather's gift to find a way to defeat it, but the glass was gone. So then I knew that the Godfather had forsaken my family. That what pact we had made with death had been broken. Time the corruption grew so foul that death itself is punishing this town. As long as the progeny of my sin lives, the dead will not know rest here.
The young lady's ghost, that he encounters upstairs, her neck is twisted and broken. If we destroy the thing, will she also rest?
I do not know. I barely know how this works. I had to claw my way through the underworld to get back. Even that took so much strength.
And I assume you don't know then where her body might be?
There are only 11 wives interred here. If she is buried, it is not in this mausoleum.
Fuck.
Want to make that observation, Charles, and ask about that?
Which one?
What you posted in chat.
Oh, the Baron, their vault. Do you have any information on a powerful jewel or crystal that might have come into its possession?
Do we know where the vault is?
You would imagine it's somewhere in the mansion. I mean, Leonie would know. She's been after that shit.
Yeah, I was gonna ask Leonie about that after this, but
Leonie's like, well, I mean, if you're looking for a jewel, he entices his brides with them. I mean, you should see the rock he offered me.
the vault would be a place to hide something you don't want anyone to find, like a corpse.
Sounds like a good nest, too.
This glass that was a gift from the god of death, you say?
Do not know if it was a god. It was just death. Death himself, the Reaper Grim.
If it were to be found, where would it need to return?
The heir of the Von Huberts, but there is none now. I was the last of the line. My son bore no heirs, and I bore no more as well.
And it just looked out of character. TT. It just kind of looked like a.
It's like the most mundane, small, little, like, basic bitch shot glass.
Shot glass.
Godfather Death gave the original Von Hubert this normal basic shot glass and told him, if you pour water in the glass and look at the water, you can tell whether or not a person is an infirm or sick person is capable of healing, or if death is a certainty for them. In which case, if you can heal them, simply sprinkle them with water from the glass and they shall recover.
Okay.
It is a very, very powerful magical item.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's the thing that, like, this entire town has been founded around. There's a reason they have a fucking statue of the Grim Reaper and the original Von Hubert in their town park. And the reason why there are really good doctors here is because great strides in medicine and medicinal magic have been made thanks to the gift of death to this one man. And fucking that up is kind of a big deal. This guy pissed off death.
Fairly thoroughly, it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
No, but he didn't. The gift didn't, like, break or anything. He just couldn't find it.
It vanished.
It vanished.
He was taken by this cursed progeny. This imposter of your child.
I know for certain is taking out whatever that is, net gain for everybody in town. And far and wide, to be frank.
Where it might be hiding.
And the shade merely gestures up towards the stairs.
Well, then let's go kill it.
Fare thee well. Please right my grievous error, and perhaps I can know peace. And as it disappears, he's like, yeah, I don't really give a shit about him. I just want this fucker dead. Sounds like he was kind of a piece of shit.
Hopefully we can help him right his last wrong, and she's gonna go up the stairs.
Yeah.
Right. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Guys, return, and I'm gonna let's add your little companion here. You got the real Leone, and you enter into the bedroom of Cobalt von Hubert. It is dark. The door is wide open, and you can see candlelight from the hallway.
It is best to be cautious. We don't know where the thing will be, or what it has done in the meantime.
I see that little fuck.
When you exit, see Cobalt von Hubert. Thank heavens. I was so worried about all of you.
We swap sides so we're facing each other.
Yeah, we can switch it around.
Oh,
Is there a way?
The one problem of having all the sprites face certain ways.
Is there a way to just flip them
it's just
around?
funny. It'd just be like, it's like a cut. It's just like, do we anything else shift so we can actually face each other? And it's like, oh yes, that would be much more convenient. Just excuse me, pardon me. Just
Is there like
around.
is there a flip around button?
I don't think there is.
Okay.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Should be.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So you got Baron von Hubert in the hallway. He's like, oh, why did we X up Mont Blanc?
We're in for a second.
It's fine.
He's like,
Press the
oh,
wrong button.
thank heavens, and Leone, you are safe. Oh, when I saw that the house was empty, I was quite afraid that another one of my beautiful brides had passed away. Yeah, cut the crap bullshit. What? Such foul language. I forgive you, my dear, but please do not use it in my presence.
We already know.
Helps when you talk to dead people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's
Your
just
dad's,
cut this short.
spilled the beans.
Yeah. Very impressive making it so you aged properly. Well done there.
You know, it has been such a struggle with the passing of my wives, just how meticulously planned their ends were. Just figuring out. And as he begins going into his little villainous rant, his body begins to pale and slacken and stretch and drip like melted candle wax. Figuring out how to kill them in precisely the right way so that no one would know what I was doing, and it was smart. It was very detailed. It's kept me safe and secret and well fed. But have I really been living? I think it's actually good that you've all found me out, because Because maybe what I need to get that spring in my step is a good old spree killing. Roll initiative.
She's gonna notch her bow and go, I'd
Uh,
like to see you try.
And as you do, Leonie's like, I'm gonna just get the fuck out, and she runs.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Completely fair.
Hell yeah.
Evisceration.
God, Mont Blanc and Bright Eyes.
We're fucking
All right,
ready.
Mont Blanc, you won the initiative order.
Yes, excellent. So I need to read something just briefly. Make sure I can do it again. Yes, at the start of each conflict. So I'm going to spend 5 more magic points. I want to know a trait of this creature.
Okay. Doppelkobold. HP 40, vulnerable to light, fire, resistant to dark, immune to poison. I'm giving you that.
I pass that on to everybody.
Fire
All
is-
right.
Wait, what was that again?
Vulnerable to light and fire, resistant to dark, immune to poison, 40 HP.
Nice.
He's got a bit of a beefy tank, but with enough light and fire, we should be able to put him out.
It's almost like I gave you access to fire and light weapons before this for a reason.
Yeah.
I don't know if a movement action is something I can also do, but I would like to take a step back.
Here's the thing, this is Final Fantasy combat. Your position in battle does not matter.
Oh, fair enough.
And also you only get 1 action per turn.
Fair enough.
It's Doppelkobold's turn, and as his limbs stretch out fucking Marvel symbiote style into these long bladed tendrils, he gives a demented cackle and spins like the fucking Tasmanian devil to whiplash, whip slash 3 of you, and it just makes sense because they're the closest. It's going to hit Mont Blanc, Edmund, and good old Scrunt. Okay, straight dex. Alright. Does 5 hit you?
Nope.
Nope.
What a bitch! There you go. Alright, next turn.
Alright.
Who's the next in turn order?
Spending decades just sneaking up on women.
Oh, it's been so fun, too! Watching their brains burst at what I've done to them.
Okay, so fire, you said.
Yep.
Fire and light.
She's gonna take her hat off and point at him with it and go, Longshanks, if you could. So that would be yeah, it's just,
Last time I just let him cast like the basic bitch fire spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, get that music
Agni.
going there. Yeah, it's good shit. Where is the basic bitch fire spell? Should have had that bookmarked.
Arcanist.
Yeah, under Arcanist. Yeah, come on, William. Just turn to the right page, you motherfucker. No, it's Elementalist. That's right. Okay, so first of all these are ints plus willpower. It would be yours. That's what Longshakes is borrowing. And single ray of fire. Fires the target suffers HR plus 25. HR plus 25? That can't be right. Okay, Ignis is the basic bitch. Okay, thank God. HR plus 15. That's still pretty fucking good.
So
Yeah,
ints
Yeah,
and will.
there's the
Ints and willpower. Yeah,
Critical
that.
success.
Oh fuck.
Bum, bum, bum,
oh
bum.
god, the narrative power.
Yeah.
Shit.
She's also taking her hat off so she can see what she is.
Shit. Oh shit.
What?
Oh, my fiance. Oh fuck! With the level of damage that you did, you guys one-shotted his first stage. After those wolves gave you so much fucking trouble.
She's looking at him and goes, and that's how I feel about marriage.
He falls back in a burning heap, his clothes utterly scorched. He's just this pile of ropey limbs. He's lying there, he's like, pain! Oh, I've never experienced it myself. It's delightful. I'm gonna introduce you all to it. As his body begins to swell,
Uh-oh.
and he enters the second stage of his combat.
Oh boy.
Getting real fucking big, too. If it loads.
Hit me with that sec. Oh, fuck yeah.
Yep. He's like you hear bones snap and disintegrate as the flesh around them just has no time for their structural bullshit. His head just turns into this giant fucking funnel that's flapping on itself like an empty Muppet full of bristling fangs. Blades are popping out of his body willy-nilly before gelatin, turning back into jelly and coalescing. His eyes grow even more wild and mad as they begin to spiral with red. Oh, this is exhilarating! If only that plump merchant whore was here, I could have some real fun! But I'll get to her when I'm done with all of you. Okay, he's next in the turn order.
Fucking hell.
Oh, it's him, actually!
Yeah.
Alright, improved whip slash. Let's see if he rolls better this time. Hey! Does 16 hit the same three people? Scrunt, Mont Blanc, and Edmund?
16 hit.
Fine.
Yes, that hits.
Okay. Well, Scrunt is fine. The other two of you take 14 damage.
God
Okay.
damn.
Yeah. But now I can invoke or use my painful lesson. So now I do the study action, which is 2 insight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ah! Blood! Oh, it's delicious!
And I get a skill level bonus. Doubles.
Damn, yeah.
I am below the 20 threshold.
Double sixes. Is double sixes good enough? I think it might be. Or is it double sevens?
I think it's
Uh,
double sevens.
Let me check my thingy. Checks. Number is 6 or higher, so that counts.
Okay. So now
Oh
I
wait, no,
get-
it's double threes on d6s. Sorry. No,
Okay.
that is not a success.
No, it doesn't count. Okay.
Sorry about that. That wasn't your turn though, right? That was just a reaction.
No. Nope. That's just a free action or whatever.
All right, so Bright Eyes went. Who are we on?
Edmund's turn.
Well, hey Edmund, you get a proper turn now.
All right. Yeah. You're gonna pay for that hit. And so he strikes back with his sword. Come on.
Fuck the shit.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that hits, and that does 28 fucking damage to him.
God damn.
You almost have him in crisis. This is fun. Our first boss fight. Our first real boss
I
fight.
know.
This is great.
Also, this track is a fucking banger.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I knew it was because when I picked it, but like actually doing it with the fight, oh, this is fun.
What's it
Yep.
from?
I believe this is Final Fantasy VI. Let me check to make sure
Okay.
I'm thinking right. Yeah, this is Final Fantasy VI, Evisceration.
Mm-hmm.
I am assuming it's a Kefka track, but I'm not 100% positive.
Oh yeah, probably.
I was looking for Kefka music.
That fair. This guy's very Kefka.
Someone who felt like they were spinning while trying to kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's my turn.
Face.
So is it Doppelganger's turn again?
Shit, sorry. I was just having. I was just looking for shit. Don't worry about it. God, he's pissed. Hmm.
How
Right.
to stay alive after this fight or this attack?
He finally recognizes Bright Eyes, and he smiles wide and says, "Oh, honey, I was so looking forward to our engagement."
I wasn't.
And then he gives you a thorny embrace. Does 18 hit you?
Oh yeah, it will. I didn't have.
All right. You take 14 dark damage as one of his tendril arms shoots forward and just wraps around you. And then the horrible vampiric fangs of his arm sink into your body.
Okay. Still not in crisis. Good.
And he regains 7 health.
Oh, lovely.
Oh boy.
I mean, he almost got him in crisis. You're fine, guys. Okay, so Edmund just went. That Charles, I believe.
My turn. Yep. So how bad are people looking?
I am in crisis.
I'm totally fine.
I'm good.
Are you Bright Eyes?
I'm not in crisis yet. So
Actually, it would be a better in crisis because I have dark resistance then.
So I'm going to just heal Edmund then. So you get. Hold on.
Don't you want to heal
Mont Black?
Mont Blanc?
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
I glanced at the screen and then it was just like, wait, wrong one.
Okay.
So, trying to find it. There it is. You get 40 HP back.
Holy shit!
Whoa.
Damn.
I'm back up to full.
Nice.
Nice. All right.
My turn.
How many attacks
I
does
wish
this
I could have
fucker
hit it
have?
because I have a light up weapon, but I didn't want Mont Blanc to die.
Send some of that my way! And then he hits you with a thorny embrace, or he's going to try to. Charles. And fails. It just bounces off your armor. Oh, fuck you, you prick!
Backing away with the shield.
All right, Scrunt, I believe you're next. Right? Is Scrunt the last in the end? Yeah, Scrunt.
Alright. Yeah, sorry. Someone was talking to me. Gotta love it. Anyway. I'm gonna try and smack it. That does not hit, does it?
No.
Sad.
You
All
try.
right, we're back to the top. Is it Mont Blanc?
Yes.
It's
Well,
Mont Blanc.
It's just Grunt's turn. Wouldn't it be the doppelgangers?
Oh, you are right. He does have 5.
Yeah.
All right, I think he's just gonna try to lacerate one more time. And he's gonna go for Scrunt because. Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! He fucked up bad. He fumbled.
Oh.
That's what you
Not
get
only
for
did
going
not
against the Entropist.
Not only did he fail, you guys get an opportunity.
Okay.
You get to choose, you get to choose a little advantage you get from him fucking up hard.
Where do we see the options?
On the Fabula Ultimate cheat sheet, there should be a whole thing called opportunities. If you go on the little side menu and just scroll, you'll find it.
Yeah,
There's a whole
Is
bunch
it-
of them.
I had the full book open. I need to bring it up with the...
Oh,
Yeah, I don't have the page number. I probably
page
should.
12.
advantage, affliction, bonding. I think we're either going to want an advantage or an infliction.
There's faux pas. They can reveal something. You don't really need that right now. Favor wouldn't be useful. Information wouldn't really be useful. Plot twist. Something of your choice. Something enters the scene.
Ooh.
Probably not going to let you do that one. Yeah, it's advantage or affliction would be the best for you guys.
Shady, but-
Weaken.
Honestly, do you guys think dazed would be a good thing?
I don't know what
Guts.
those mean.
Page 94. Let me go over the conditions. So dazed. All these reduce the die that they use.
Mm-hmm.
So daze reduces the insight die by 1. Shaken reduces the willpower die by 1. Slow reduces the dexterity die by 1. And weak reduces the might die by 1. I will give you this for free. His attacks all use dexterity and might. Some of them use just might, some of them use just dex, and some of them use a mix. But those would be the two that would make his attacks less good.
So
I'm gonna
slow or weak.
Yeah, I'd say
Slow?
weak.
I'm fine.
Group consent. Who votes weak?
I vote weak.
Weak is good.
Weak
Yeah,
is good.
Yeah, weak's good.
He is weak, so his might die is now 1 dice size lower. Alright, now we're back to the start of the turn order. Mont Blanc.
Okay, what is something Mont Blanc can do? Uncharacteristically of Mont Blanc, he reaches to the side of his hip, and it pulling out an item that he's not used this entire campaign. An old family crossbow.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
You roll 20, give it, then I take it away.
Take it away.
Immediately.
Now he gets he gets an opportunity.
And it's just like pulls it out. Chink. Stinking old thing.
I'm gonna say you are dazed. As the crossbow, when you try to fire it, it's not properly wound. The string snaps, hits you in the face, and the pain, combined with the fact that it's head trauma, minor head trauma, but still head trauma, just lowers your insight die for like the next round.
Oh, it's
Okay.
neat. You can just checkbox it on the character sheet.
All right. Fuck all of you. And he whiplashes again. You can guess which die that used, judging by the rolls there. And this time he's aiming for this top corner, so Mont Blanc, Bright Eyes, and Edmund.
Yeah, that'll hit me.
That's
What number was it? I wasn't looking. Yeah.
Friends and Charles are feeling left out.
Don't worry, he'll get you eventually. Well, he did try to get you, Charles. That's a tasty 14 damage for everyone who lost.
Oh no,
As-
I've been counting up to my own. I'm weird. I've been counting up to my amount.
Now I'm in crisis.
Oh shit.
Well, it's not called evisceration for nothing. Plus side, he can only use that attack once per round.
Okay.
The next in the turn order is Bright Eyes.
Okay.
Want some revenge?
I do. First verse, same as the first. Please, Longshanks.
Alright, Insight Willpower, and it's HR plus 15.
HR plus 15.
Yep. And because it's fire, it gets doubled, so that's gonna be fun.
That's
Well,
6.
you missed.
And she missed.
That's that. Now he's gonna lash out with a nice normal lacerate. And he's gonna do it at Scrunt, because he hasn't tried to hit you yet. Does 15 hit you, Scrunt?
No, it does not.
Damn. Nice. Okay, this is beginning to get a little frustrating. Could you all just lie down and die for me?
No.
No, thank you.
Oh, are we not the same as defenseless women?
No, honestly, you're not, and I'd really like to go back to that. I was really looking forward to this one. She's so plump. There's so much life in there. It'd be so fun to drain.
Had enough of you, bastard. It's my turn, right?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah, that hits. Shit. It's under 30 damage. He is looking bad. He is in bad shape. Oh, okay. You know what? Maybe we got off on the wrong foot. I'm a baron, you know. I'm actually very rich and well respected. There's no reason we can't be friends.
You drained like 11 women.
But they weren't important. And he actually wastes his turn talking.
Okay, does that mean it's Charles's turn?
Yes.
Hmm.
Fuck yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Just hearing that, he just like walks up and is just whacks down with the staff.
Okay.
Sorry, Bright Eyes.
Alright, you bash him, and that's enough to, like, lower his HP to 0. Now, I want to say that while we position it like that way so the fight would visually make sense, he is technically over here. And he is over here when you smack his ass into a wall, and he begins to shrink back down into a more human visage, you know, that more like that first form I showed you. It's like, okay, listen, I've done some bad things, but my life has been really desperate. You don't understand. And then the door to the messy room opens, and you see the shape of a person in a nightgown with some pieces of armor strapped to her very badly because they don't quite fit, holding a big fucking hammer. Stomp forward and say, "Hey, hubby!" And Cobalt looks up just in time for a fucking warhammer to swing into his face with enough force to not only bash his head into the wall, but splatter it with enough force to actually crack the wood.
Yes.
There you go.
There we go.
Wedding's canceled, asshole!
good times.
And, Leonie takes off an ill-fitting helmet and is like, "Is he dead?" And there's just this twitching body with just, like, an explosion of brownish-black viscera out of its neck stump.
I think so. Mont Blanc, you got the book. Is this what it? This? It can't recover from that, can it?
Mont Blanc, could you read the Midgheim Bestiary entry on doppelgangers? It would be in the undead section, in the Cambion section, technically.
Let me pull up the bestiary real quick.
You have access to that since you have the Nosferanonomicon.
Oh, yes. I thought you meant like
Okay,
go
everything
to your
in terms of
website.
most of that.
No, go to the Google Doc I linked you last time. If you want, I can just read it to you.
No, I got it. I got it. Give me a second. I'm just trying to remember where we linked it. I've sent you a lot of Seabors since then.
Yes, you have. I feel like I linked it in chat. Like it's got to be in the campaign doc somewhere. No, me just
Yeah.
read it to you. I got it up. I got it.
You
linked.
can just read it to me.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
So,
there you go.
doppelgangers, one of the few living vampires, a child of a human and a demon possessing a living human being, rather than creating their own humanish body from smoke or possessing a corpse. Doppelgangers target one human at a time, yada yada yada. Like Moroi, doppelgangers will rise from the grave if not killed properly, i.e. stake through the heart, head lopped off, mouth stuffed with garlic, body burnt to ash, and buried where the moonlight cannot find it. Although unlike Moroi, they do not change into a different type of vampire in the process. Doppelgangers are
Alright.
also sterile, which means that they cannot reproduce like other vampires can. There's no risk of infection with a doppelganger. It just kills you.
Well, does that count as lobbing its head off? Doesn't really have much of a head anymore.
Yeah, there is not much of a head left in there.
Yep, that would technically count as lobbing its head off. But just to be sure, I go grab one of the chair legs from the earlier battle with the poltergeist, and I shove it through the heart.
Long
Body
change.
burnt to ash, buried where the moonlight cannot find it.
The crypt?
Yeah, we could bring it down there and burn it.
Longshanks should be able to handle that, right?
I think he'd be happy to at this point.
Yeah, that thing was fucked up.
Also,
They can't understand me.
Leone, I am sorry about your wedding, but also on the bright side, I don't think you need to marry him to get his money.
Yeah,
Can't
we're
stop
She
you
looks-
instead.
She looks at you and she's like, "Oh fuck yeah, we gotta rob this place.
Yeah, we were
I don't
gonna
get
crack
shit
his
if I'm not
wallet.
married to him, so we gotta take it now."
Yeah,
I
no,
get-
Leoli, we were already planning to crack the vault, and we'll share a portion of it with you.
This is it, right?
Should be.
You know, Charles, it just hit me, Charles. When you bashed him, you should have said, "I object."
Uh-huh.
oh, like those ballads about romantic weddings, and then the unrequited lover interrupts, ruins the whole affair. It's great. I get it.
Yeah.
Maybe we should burn and inter him before we go looting.
I mean, the vault's not that far, and she goes into the bedroom and she shows you guys where it is. There was this big, conspicuous portrait of him. To be fair, there are several big, conspicuous portraits of him in here, so it's really hard to... It's not like any of them stand out, but she lifts one off and shows this great big fucking vault.
I am dragging him behind
Do I
me
need the keys
by
match?
the leg, by the way.
It's a weird experience dragging his body, because as you drag him, you realize there aren't really bones. In his kind of sort of dead state, the spikes and teeth have congealed into that same rubbery, waxy flesh. It's like he's just
Here,
made of
Let's just do this.
putty, and like it must have taken like actual like will to contort himself into a human shape.
Charles puts his shield down and is like, Edmund, you should help me carry the other end, and we'll just use that as a like stretcher / platter to carry him down.
He's essentially ragdolling like that one glitch that happened in Fallout 3 when a body got killed.
Yeah, I'm just
Mhm.
dragging him so I can drag him down the stairs and let all of his body parts bounce off of it out of spite.
Like a slinky.
It's like a spaghetti man. You open the vault, and inside you do find the desiccated and mangled corpse of a woman.
I was wondering about that.
I was right.
Yeah.
You also find almost no money.
Figures.
Son of a bitch.
Why would he bring this poor woman's body in here, though?
He
What?
The yells.
Leone's rage was too powerful for
Discord
the microphone.
censored you.
she screams he was poor.
Mm.
As you're investigating the vault, you feel a horrifying chill enter the room, and you look behind you and you see the Phantom Bride, who looks very similar to the corpse before you. I figured his game out, and he didn't like that. So he made a mess of me. And yet still it shines brightly. And she points to the corpse, and you see a wedding ring on its finger.
That has to be.
You have found your second crown jewel.
May we take it?
She nods.
Item get.
You found the second crown jewel. And
Before
with
you,
that,
before you
Oh,
go,
okay,
what was your name?
Annabelle.
I'll make sure you're buried, Annabelle.
Thank you. And she looks to both you and Leone, and she's like, I hope your fortunes are well. And am pleased to know before I pass that two were spared my fate. And she is gone.
Mont Blanc waits 5 seconds before sketching the undead bride in his sketchbook.
Mm-hmm. A specter. Specters are free-roaming spirits. They can manifest bodies for themselves, but those bodies rarely last long. It is more often that they possess their own bodies, unless there is something barring them from doing so, like the fact that people do not know where their bodies were interred. Like all ghosts, a specter only lingers because it has unfinished business on this plane, and once it feels its task is complete, will finally succumb to the irresistible pull of the afterlife.
Mont Blanc puts 2 little side notes. One where it's like when they can't find their bodies, like if they're shoved in a vault behind a painting, and then when it comes down to drawn to the afterlife, like the one in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
Leone,
Yeah?
you wanna go torch this fucker?
Oh, and then I gotta figure out what to do because I think I'm broke.
Well, I have something to show you downstairs.
Yeah.
As you guys open the crypt, you feel something else. And it takes you a moment to realize it because it's not a super common experience this far inland in Midgheim. You feel a small tremor. The ground shakes a little bit.
Was the dragon or the portal?
It's the wolf. It's the beast.
You hear a very familiar howl, very close. And when you hear the howl, the pitch and the volume is so loud that the walls of the house begin to shake, and you hear the sound of lumber cracking, as if the upper floor is beginning to collapse.
Oh no.
Into the crypt.
Into the hole.
God, it's fucking back.
It's after the portal.
It's after me. It tried to eat me while I was getting here.
To be fair, it tries to eat
It ate us
everybody.
too. That's what these are scars on my shield are for. But
You can
but-
hear from outside the sound of something with very large lungs puffing and puffing to take another large gulp of air.
Down in the basement, down in the basement.
down.
Yeah.
All right.
But
You
as,
guys-
That's the big.
as,
you
as
guys-
we're running down, Montblanc's like, the Spectre warning that the portal open down to the underworld beneath needed to be sealed. Fuck. And he said some large beast was after it. I thought it was whatever the fuck he was. No, it's the beast.
As you go down the stairs, you hear the sound of the house collapsing under you, and the house, like, rubble falls down just as you guys get down far enough to avoid it, but blocks off the entrance back to the manor. You have a feeling the manor's not there anymore.
Oh,
As you're back in the crypt!
Oh boy.
So, I have a suggestion. We could We could go find the corpse dragon, the crypt dragon, and see if he wants the body of the vampire. It would make it both burning easy, and then its ashes would never see the light of day because it'd be digested by a giant dragon.
One not likely to go out into the sun. You're right.
You see that this door is wide open, and with the sconce, like with the light of the sconce, you see that the room that the crypt dragon is in is empty. All the tombs inside utterly shattered, nothing but bones, shattered, ground up bones in, and one gaping chasm to the underworld gone.
Well, that's
You also see this door right here is wide open.
Oh, he probably ate those. I didn't sketch the revenants. Crap.
So, you guys want to go in this room? Have a fun time with the bonus boss?
Yeah, kinda.
I'm gonna-
Well,
I'm gonna open the door just a crack and throw this body in and then shut it.
Dragon looks and sees you throwing in a corpse. It looks at the corpse. You're not dead, it says in Draconic Breton, so only Mont Blanc and Scrant can understand it.
Nope. But this
No.
one is. Have fun.
And it begins burning and eating the corpse of the doppelganger.
convenient.
Because dragons like their food well cooked.
Foreshadowed by Scrunt earlier.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of foreshadowing today.
He pokes his head back in. As a heads up, there's a big old wolf trying to get in. You have fun with that.
Big wolf.
I think it was after the portal to the underworld that you were protecting.
Wolf not dig. Me dig. Tastes
Fair
good.
If you say so.
You not dead?
Not dead.
Not yet.
Not that.
Thought you dead earlier.
Not quite. Still living. Have a good dig. And he just closes the door.
All right. You managed to encounter the bonus boss without having to fight it, and that's really the best of all worlds. There's only one place really to go at this point, and that's the entrance you never took.
Leone, before we forget, there's some rings in here since you need to literally get new everything.
You know, maybe at one point in my life I would have been okay with robbing a grave. I don't think I am at this point. I feel a little bit of kinship with these dead women. I don't think I
Yeah.
want to do that. I think I'm good for
Fair
that
enough,
one.
was just offering.
Do you have anything, Leone?
Well, I had some in my bedroom, but I'm pretty sure that's not available. Oh my god, all my shit.
That's why I was offering.
Oh.
Because I would be almost 100% certain that those girls would appreciate you living your best life now that he's dead.
Yeah, all I've
And
got is
plus-
this asshole's armor. Okay, yeah, And she goes there. She kneels down, places her hands on the crypt, and's like, okay, so like there's a lot of ghost shit happening today. If any of you ghosts mind if I just rob this grave a little bit, please speak now or forever hold your peace. Alright, let's rob this bitch. And she steals a good amount of jewelry.
Should Charles have tried summoning in her shade?
Oh, no, not necessary. This is a joke.
Grunt is also going to grab what she can.
Oh no, she grabs everything.
Good.
He
Dang.
deserves it, to be fair.
Alright, so we're moving out of this mausoleum into an area that we completely got to bypass initially.
Very
Now I
weird.
gotta resolve everything of it without you guys being here. This is a possibility I planned for it, and it's kind of fun that this is the outcome we got to do. Well, first of all, these guys are gone. These guys are playing music on their flutes. And as you exit the mausoleum, you see there's like a banshee and a Doulahan just sort of sitting outside shooting the shit. And the Doulahan's holding up its giant severed head to the banshee and is like, yeah, so did you feel that? Yes, I did. Yeah, I don't think the curse is active anymore. You wanna get back to Fairyland, kick back
Nope,
some.
curse is
Oh
gone.
shit! Fuck! Oh god, mortals, you scare the shit out of me. We don't do that though. It's an
Sorry.
expression. It's an expression, Chiffon. Jesus Christ. D&D, Jesus Christ. Non-existent Midgeheiim Jesus. Ah, fuck. Hey, I recognize you. And he points to Leone. I was going to talk about how you're dead. I was also going to talk about how you're going to die. Can you not? Yeah, we don't have to anymore. Your fate's changed.
There we go.
Good for you. I'm kidding. I don't
So-
actually care.
You might want to clear out because not far behind us is a corpse-eating dragon.
Be here for that. Bye.
Oh, I didn't get to ask.
She just
if I could
fucking
sketch her.
disappeared. God damn it, I gotta go. Alright. Have fun, everybody.
Where do you go?
Oh, yeah, sure.
My friend here has a question.
Oh, could I quickly sketch you before you leave?
Jesus Christ. Okay, but I'm not doing any nude stuff.
No, why does everyone think it's nude stuff? Who's out here like he's got like the book I was saying, who's asking for nudes?
Listen, there's a lot of monster fuckers in this world.
Maybe I'll understand it one day. And he quickly draws the Doulahan.
Alright. You can draw the Banshee too. Like I said, this
The
works in
Banshee.
Pokedex rules. You see them, you get it.
Yep.
So yeah, Banshees. Undead fairies that have the oracular ability to predict when people die, and I guess out of boredom decide to find those people and shout their names so that they know they're going to die soon. Doulahans, another species of undead fairy, known for carrying around their own severed and obscenely bloated head, fond of hitting people with their whip made out of spinal cords, and also, like the Banshee, fond of proclaiming when people are about to die and telling them, apparently for shits and giggles. And to be
Okay.
quite frank, though I am loath to judge species based on individuals, I will say that every time I've played cards of a Banshee or a Doulahan, those fuckers are always welching on their bets.
And it's like, fair enough. I spooked these ones. I'm
In
gonna go
the-
warn the flute players real quick before they
Make
Bite the
make
dust.
haste, because in the far distance, but still within hearing, you do hear the howling of the ravening beast.
Hi, buds! The ravening beast is coming. Run for your undead lives.
Oh, we're not actually undead. We're more of a resurrected skeleton that's given new life. They say as they're standing amongst a pile of butchered revenants.
Fair enough. I 100% believe you. Simultaneously, there is a gigantic wolf that is bigger than the graveyard coming your way.
Shit,
Best
let's
to
go!
take cover.
And they join with you in running out of the cemetery. And if you all make haste and book it, then congrats. You get back to Peralt.
3 skeletons in tow.
With Leone and 3 skeletons in tow. You make it as dawn breaks. And you can see, because the mansion of Cobalt von Hubert lies on the hill, a lot of people are already out in the streets looking on. As you can see on the hill, with the sun rising behind it, the silhouette of the ravening beast as it stands amongst the ruins of the von Hubert mansion. Its glowing eyes look towards the walled city of Peralt, and it moves to disappear into the woods.
I add another doodle to its page.
That's a... And the writer of the bestiary of your bestiary response, that is a big fucking wolf.
Yep.
Congrats. You beat the second arc. We are now officially in an interlude scene with Leone and 3 fucking skeletons.
Before I forget, these to the townsfolk, like, these are our friends. They were at the graveyard. They are
They're
here for
skeletons.
safety.
They're skelemen, says a plague doctor dressed fucker. Not actually undead. They're just a homunculus. No need to be afraid.
Yep, they're friends.
The villagers all shrug and welcome them in, and the skeletons start making nice and begin performing for the crowd for money.
Just altering my entry to the bestiary of
It's
skeletons.
a town with the unique interest of death, so probably not weird.
Sketch the skeletons as they're performing.
Skelemen. Contrary to popular belief, skelemen are not undead. They are rather a homunculus made using skeletons, or just any bones. They don't even have to be a complete corpse's worth of bones. Then using magic to convince inert spirit glue to summon a soul, which then brings to life the homunculus, as it does with any homunculus. They are, in fact, completely living beings that just happen to look like walking, talking, oddly jovial skeletons.
Fair enough.
They like being fancy.
Useful minions for a witch or wizard, although they do have a tendency towards silliness that can make them hard to focus on serious tasks.
Mont Blanc will write an answer. It's like, I will let the next wizard and or witch I see know.
Sits in the town square in her nightgown and poorly fitting plate mail, and just sort of stares at the horizon. As she does, some people pass by and it's like, oh, she got out just in time, didn't she? Avoided the curse. All she had to do was wait for a wolf to kill her husband.
Oh, as a matter of fact, actually, and Bright Eyes is going to stand right in the middle of the crowd and tell them what happened to their Baron and hype up Leone as the one that killed him.
You are going to have to make an insight willpower check to successfully convince everybody that your story is true. And the others can make this a group check if they would like.
Sure. Insight,
Which
willpower.
one was it?
Insight and willpower.
Persuade?
Is that insight and willpower? Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
Persuading.
Group check.
I'm not rolling good tonight.
It's all right.
Except for attacking. Then I do okay.
You know, it'd be like that sometimes. Jesus Christ!
Well, we're very convincing.
And
Wait.
meanwhile, I'm just
Save
looking
us.
at you guys like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Hold on. Wait a minute. Do we get to add 2 because we have fancy clothing?
You know what? That is true. That is true, you do.
Oh, a 5.
So Bright Eyes has almost made it if someone could give her a successful aid action.
I will use a Fabula
this
Ultima
is-
point.
I was just gonna say we could point out she's the previous bride.
Well, they know that. They're all being
that
kind of-
Bright Eyes
oh.
is also the previous bride.
Oh.
I will use my bond of affection to help
Right,
with
nice.
the story. Mont Blanc is showing pictures.
Okay. It takes a lot of work and convincing, and the audience is pretty sneering at first, but eventually they do come around. Like, enough of the facts add up when you lay the details out for them. With the curse, with the full knowledge you have of everything, and just the mysterious deaths of the wives. Particularly when the medicinal mages hear of it and start thinking it through, they do come around to your way of thinking, and everyone regards you and Leone with a bit more respect and kindness. Some people even offering Bright Eyes and Leone some condolences for having to, narrowly escape a serial wife murderer.
Oh, Charles wouldn't have outed Bright Eyes if she didn't want.
Well, at this point, she would have taken her hat off just to help drive the point.
And some people recognize you from the portrait that the Baron commissioned. It turns out that apparently when he knows what his wives look like, he likes to show them off a bit. Or liked to show them off a bit since he's fucking dead.
Sure as
What a
fuck
sick
is.
fuck. He's flaunting his next target.
And giving them an ample opportunity to be in a crowd when they suddenly see their own face looking back at them.
Mm.
So she's doing all that to basically try to convince somebody to help Leone out just a little bit. Maybe get her some clothes.
Some people do get her an outfit more or less similar to the one that she normally wears. Something that's not a nightgown. The blacksmith offers to work on her armor. And Leone looks at it and she thinks for a second and she whispers something to him. He nods and goes off with some of the rings she collected.
She's gonna hold both of her hands, enclose them in both of hers after she puts something inside of them. She goes,
And Leone blinks.
It's not much, but I can give it. And she's gonna give her 200s in it.
Leone looks at it. She smiles and there are tears going down her cheeks. She's like, man, inviting you guys to my party was the best choice I ever made. And then she just tackle hugs you. Which she's shortish, but she's a stoutly built woman, so it is like a significant amount of force thrown into all of that.
There isn't much to Bright Eyes, so she's gonna snap in half.
Oh, sorry. So you guys have been out on the road, sort of doing an adventure, I guess.
Yep.
Mostly accidentally, but yes.
Has that been going mostly okay?
I mean,
What?
yeah.
We've recovered 2 of these crown jewels now.
Jewels, do you mean like the jewels of the king's crown that went missing?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The very same.
Shit, that sounds very serious.
Yeah, like I said,
Yep.
mostly on accident.
Yeah, okay. I don't think I really want to take part of that, but she looks towards the blacksmith. She's like, kind of cut me off a few years ago. That's why I had to work in one of his shops. And the dowry was pretty much all I really had in savings. So I need to sort of figure out a new fortune-making scheme. I think marrying is just kind of off the table for a bit. I don't think I want to do that again.
Can't say I blame you.
Well, if this adventuring thing's working for you, maybe it can work for me. So, shit, I can't really thank you guys enough. You literally saved my life.
It's no worries.
Well, I guess I wish you luck in your quest, and I hope it all ends up well for you.
Yes, I wish the same
And
for
us
you.
too.
She nods and she smiles and she, hugs Bright Eyes again when she goes to the smithy to whatever awaits Leone Imbecile.
This will be interesting next. See.
And now it's time for you guys to reconvene. Now, this is an official interlude session, so in addition to wrapping up any roleplay stuff you want to do for now, you can forge new bonds, work on projects, and, recover all your health and MP and whatnot.
So I am going to establish a bond of admiration for Scrunt for just how much he's able to, roll with the punches in a fight. He's,
Nice.
take on those blows. Gotta tell you, Scrunt, the way you are on that battlefield, it's impressive.
Thank you. I had plenty of bronze in my diet.
Yeah, I didn't really expect to build a team like this, but having you on it's really been kind of a boon.
Yeah, you guys have the funniest reactions to things.
Yeah, well, to wherever we go next.
Indeed.
Let me see. I think after he kind of literally risked his life to save my ass, I think, Scrunt, at one point at least. You get a bond of loyalty back.
Hell yeah. Is that itty bitty turning?
I'm also going to say, everyone, if you do not have a bond with Scrunt already, you get one for free. And Scrunt, if you don't have a bond of a PC for already, you can get one for free. So if you want to strengthen other bonds, that is also allowed.
Okay.
Only one, though. Everyone gets a freebie with Scrunt. Scrunt gets a freebie with everyone if he doesn't have one already. And then everyone gets like 1 bond to spend on whoever.
Mm-hmm.
What does strengthening a bond do?
Makes it better. You either you like add a new emotion to it, and then now instead of a +1 when you invoke that bond, it's a +2.
Okay.
I think I'm going to do that for Scrunt. I'm going to add affection. But he still doesn't quite trust Scrunt, so I'm going to keep the mistrust.
And you can change a negative trait to a positive trait when you're modifying a bond.
Okay. I'm gonna put Edmund as admiration because more of the old joking aspect. Oh wait, that'd be affection. My bad. Affection. Oh yeah, Mont Blanc.
Hmm?
Do you know a weird oldish lady?
About yay tall, covered entirely in black cloaks, can't see their face?
Correct.
Yeah, I met her on the trail a while ago. That's actually where I got this book. Pat, pat.
Yeah, she gave me this thing and told me to watch you.
Nice. Still don't know her name, but nice.
Does that sound familiar to Edmund?
What's that?
Listening in. It's just like,
That's right.
has Edmund listening in on this?
I guess.
Sounds like a
I'm not the
witch.
DM, so.
It sounds like a witch. You know, but I mean, Edmund now knows there are multiple witches, and some of them are pretty nice when you give them their hearts back.
Yeah.
Also, Charles gets admiration because he tanks hits and also heals well.
And Charles is going to add a loyalty bond to Bright Eyes. Already has admiration, but I think loyalty now is just like saying how Bright Eyes stood up to this past problem she's had and like stood up against it and embraced itself. Charles is feeling more bonded, I guess.
That's fair. Wondering which one to strengthen because she's feeling pretty bonded to all of you at this point, but
Let's see. Yeah, I'm thinking the same too. I want to add or change one of the other ones.
I'm gonna add also loyalty to Charles because he keeps putting himself at risk for everybody, and he healed Mont Blanc when he was on the verge of death, and I think that's fantastic of him.
Yeah. I'll add admiration for Bright Eyes. Just for the way that she goes out to help those in need and everything.
Look at us making fairy tales.
I'm gonna keep a couple negative ones just for your plot play.
So there's room to grow.
Yes.
Indeed, there is.
All right, and to reward you for lifting the curse and killing a serial killer, some of the town leaders band together and give you 2,000 zenit.
Ooh. Well, it's a good thing we convinced them.
So that's 400 each.
We're gonna split.
If we want to split it up.
Yeah. Just add 400.
Mm-hmm.
Charles has never been this rich, and it's making him feel uncomfortable.
On the plus side, there's things to spend it on. Um, as you are, bonding and all that in the city streets, you overhear people talking, and some of the gossip goes, from about. A lot of them are now saying, "Oh, I knew that Cobalt was a bad seed," and talking about how they obviously knew that the Baron was behind all this. They just don't, never thought to voice their suspicions, and a lot of that you feel is bullshit. But you do hear some people openly speculating if perhaps you are correct in that this curse is lifted. Will the Godfather show favor with them again? What will become of them, and where indeed is the shot glass that the Godfather left the original Von Hubert?
Yeah, we never did find that.
Roll 20, hello.
Oh, Will.
Hey, Edmund. You want to go find Pig Prowler?
I was thinking, since we're in the area, we find ourselves a boat and we go see that witch.
There's the boat rental place, like right there.
In the Inn and Tavern.
Didn't seem that
And
expensive.
then I think I would like to accompany at some point Sir George Garston on his hunt for capturing a live Paluda. Because I've never even heard of a Paluda before. That sounds interesting.
Right, I just kind of exchanges a look with Scrunt.
Yeah. Mont Blanc is currently in the mistrust.
I would note, though, if you're there, you can make sure it doesn't die.
That is true.
True.
I was thinking on that too, Mont Blanc. He did tell us that he was doing this for someone in Summerlee, which is where one of the jewels might be.
Yeah.
And if we did this, we'd be on the right side for that rich asshole in Summerlee. So I think
And
it would be a benefit to us.
And potentially it would mean we could make sure the Paluda doesn't get injured or particularly dead. I'm not sure how much I trust the Sir George, but right now he seems to be a valiant person of his word. So
I'm not sure either, but yeah.
Some jerk offered me a scam if I offered myself up as an exhibit for that person in Summerlisle. Or Summerlee.
And then we can go beat him up.
I think it would be to our benefit to do what we can to be in favor of Summerlee before we get there.
And Brighters is still looking at Scrunt like, is this okay if we do this?
Scrunt just gives a sort of hand motion of so. Like, might as well.
If we're still conflicted on it, though, we could go find the witch first.
He said with no small amount of self-interest.
Yes.
Fine. The witch is
You know.
right there, and we do have a place to rent a boat. I don't think George was going out for a while, was he?
Yeah, he didn't sound like it. How long can it take to go, take down a witch and get her to tell us all her secrets?
Well, judging by the last one, all we'd have to do is go knock and offer tea.
I think you and I remember how that encounter with the last witch went down very differently.
She looks at Charles like, do I? She's very polite.
Yeah, the witch at that we got the heart back for? Yeah, she's very nice now.
Yeah, Raxu. Now, she did give us the warning that Pig Prowler likes to fight.
Well, so do I.
That's why I figured we should meet her first.
Well, if that is the consensus, then I would be happy to do that. Especially since it would give Edmund some answers, at least.
For sure.
All right, It sounds like we have a way forward. I don't want to railroad, but I would like to note there is one other statue that you guys have examined before that you might find of interest. The one that's still standing.
The one in the park?
Mm-hmm.
I'd move over there, but Rule 20 is being stupid.
Yeah, I can't do anything. Let's see if I,
Okay.
if
Well, I
refreshing-
mean, you could just say that you go to the park. You don't have to actually physically move there.
Yep.
I'm just seeing if refreshing does anything.
You
Yes.
go to the park. You find the statue of Godfather Death, and you notice something off. Because held in the hands of the statue of the original Von Hubert is not a bronze statue of a shot glass. It's an actual shot glass.
Oh, would you look at that?
Someone left their trash around here. I'm joking. I'm joking.
I'd touch it, but like, then I don't think we could leave town. Should we tell somebody?
Ahead of the time, we should tell.
Well,
Or have Leone bring it back to the town?
There's a mayor. The fact of the matter is, someone's going to have to take that out of the statue's hands. And you don't know what that might do.
Can I try it?
If you want to, I can do it. I'm known for putting my hands in dangerous magical situations and suffering the consequences.
Okay. Montblanc, you want to
I'll
touch it?
do it. No.
Charles, you wanna
is, like,
touch it?
gonna like try to hold it back. It's like, let me try it this time.
No, it's if you wish,
Okay.
I would. I was just offering. If one of us is going to die, it might as well be me.
Charles, your fingers touch the shot glass, and the minute you make contact, you feel a large hand on your shoulder with a hard, bony grip as it clutches tight, and a voice whispers in your ear, "Not yet, but soon.
Oh
There
boy.
are 4 you must face first." And when you can focus again, you see that the shot glass is no longer glass, but rather bronze.
You all right there, bud?
Just had a death just delivered a message, and Charles will repeat it.
For what?
I believe you said 4 more foes to face. Is what you said, Charles?
I believe that's what it said. Yes, DM.
There are 4 more you have to face first.
4 more. Yes. 4 more curses, maybe.
You'll find out. All right, well, that's where we're going to leave off for tonight. What a wonderful session. Thank you, guys. You beat your second arc. I believe the next ones will be longer, but I don't want to necessarily resolve both of the, all of them in just 2 sessions. But that was a nice, good, punchy little mystery, wasn't it?
I liked it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I imagine next time we've got some side quests to tackle before we move on to things.
Yeah.
Good.
Hell yeah.
I'm ready to close up shop if you are.
Yeah. I am ready.
So get to level up because we got a bunch of experience.
Yeah, you do, because so normally they want you to divide the Fabula points, but I feel like that doesn't make sense to me, mathematically speaking. So for every